ready to deploy. Had to hit her with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better ask about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, host of the showman. Still silly sauce with the show in. Till then, it's half moon open. Sometimes cold takes like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a molding. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded again. What is in store? Like under the seat of the driver's side floor. It's Gucci's galore, so many more. From 6 in the Mars, never a bar. Man, if I'm honest, the damage is done. Silly sauce on unlimited funds. Join us on Twitch for unlimited fun. J Fig and Marcos, you with it or what?
Tobin, give two who Tobin is.
Oh, thanks, Low Dog. For now. Leroy. He's back in studio. Hey, man.
What's happening?
How are you?
I was greeted this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big surprise. Didn't tell me.
I was bored.
Sneak attack.
I was bored, and I got to get out of that house. Dude, I'm like Daddy Uber.
Yeah. Doing favors nonstop.
Well, no, my daughter calls me at like 2:50.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, are you on your way? I said, why no? I'm in the pool. Like, so I got to get
Didn't
up.
know I had an itinerary to keep.
Right.
Mm.
And I have to go take her somewhere today.
Wow.
So I got to get out. I'm like, I think I'm getting worse just sitting around doing nothing.
I understand. So you decide to come and hang out with your favorite guy, you know? Talk it up for 4 hours. I won't drive you nuts.
You
already
can't
started.
help it. You
So there's
can't
that.
help.
I promise.
Very interesting. I heard some
listen.
aggression there before the show started.
I heard
Something about games in hand, and I knew Leroy.
Oh my God, he got so mad. I mentioned some games in hand.
But
He was dismissing the Panthers.
I wasn't dismissing it.
Whoa.
Why I hate games in hand. You could have 3 more games to play than the other team. You could also lose them and end up farther back.
True.
So
but
stop using games in hand as an advantage because it's not.
it is games in hand, though. Like, you don't know. You could also take those games and win them. Ergo, if you're just a point back.
If you're 1 point back and you're hovering around 500,
Right.
I'm going to play the percentage and say you're probably not going to win the next 3 games.
So they're a point back right now. Technically, though, they don't have games in hand because
I just hate that phrase. Oh my goodness. That'll be the end of me.
But I also don't know what it means. It's like,
Right? It doesn't. It means,
kinda
it
do.
means like
it means you got some extra. You
got
some bullets to use as opposed to the team in front of you.
so,
wasting
so
all their
Marcos,
bullets.
Marcos, listen
Yeah.
to this.
Mhm.
So they say games in hand, and they say it like it's an advantage that
Yeah.
you have 3 more games to play than the other team.
because they're assuming we're going to win those.
Right. And
Yeah.
that's my point. That wait a minute. If you lose those 3, guess what?
Mm.
Games in hand didn't mean nothing.
Well, obviously.
Maybe we have different terms. Games in pocket. Games in foot.
Why? Why is there a pocket? Like, the game is in hand.
Nah, because that's
It's not
if
it.
you win it.
Games in hand means you won. That's what I'm getting.
Kind of
at.
like holding the games like a ninja star. Maybe I could hit a bullseye. Who knows?
Those
Oh
games away.
boy, I'm looking at ESPN, and guess what I see?
What's that?
Klay Thompson makes 12 3-point field goals.
Oh, I saw that yesterday.
Oh my God.
Answer
Someone's
your
got to
crime.
investigate those rims.
Answer for your crimes, frog boy.
Yeah, but did they win?
Oh,
I don't know. Did they win?
I don't know.
yeah, they won.
I
They won.
am- woo.
They won like 141 to something.
I was really banking on that.
Yes. Only by 30.
Yeah, but who did they go against?
The Thunder. Who aren't terrible.
Yeah, I know.
The problem is if we could just count on maybe 7 of those.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Clay, can we borrow some threes, dude?
It'd be nice.
Throw them down over here.
I haven't seen Duncan Robinson in a while. Maybe he's in costume. Anyone can impersonate Klay Thompson. We see it all the
He's
time.
got like a skin suit on.
I don't know.
Just throwing it, just in disguise.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Klay Thompson has been impersonated before.
Let's get to one of the most pressing issues that I had last night. So I was out and about. I said, you know what? I'm feeling 4 tenders
Oh, here we go.
with waffle fries and a lemonade.
Only 4 tenders? What are you, a child?
No, that's what I like.
A 4 tender?
Yeah, that's all you can get. That's the biggest one. You get 4 tenders.
4 tenders? That satisfies
And
you?
fries. Yeah.
All right.
So I get it. I said I order it. I go inside. I always go inside. That big old long line scares me.
They got it down to a science.
I don't care.
All right.
And I'm wondering, I'm like, wow, it's 6 o'clock. This is the emptiest I've ever seen a Chick-fil-A. I go in. Let me get a 4-piece, with a fry and lemonade. We're out of chicken tenders. Excuse me? I say, you understand your name is Chick-fil-A. To which the lady replied, we have chicken sandwiches.
Fair point. That is the OG.
No.
Cut them up and make tenders,
Yeah.
please.
That is not a bad idea.
Wait, but how can you have chicken in your name and run out of chicken?
They didn't really run out of chicken though. See, you're misdiagnosing or you're misdescribing what you said last time.
Dude.
You made it sound like they were out of all chicken products.
Yeah,
if
you-
I
you
knew-
kinda did.
If I
That's
knew
how
that
got
if I
very
knew the
heated.
chicken sandwich was still on the board, I wouldn't have defended you. First of all, I would say tender is probably the last thing anybody gets at Chick-fil-A.
That's not true.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's not
It
true.
Are
goes-
they
sure.
bigger than
It
the
goes
nuggets? Because
sandwich-
those are
Yeah.
sad nuggets.
Oh,
Yeah.
the nuggets are like,
No,
yeah.
it
No.
goes sandwich nuggets tenders. That's what everybody.
No, it
everybody
goes
does.
No, that's true.
sandwich
It's true.
tenders.
You're wrong.
No way.
You're wrong.
Those nuggets are garbage.
No,
You're
they're
wrong.
small. I'll give you credit. They are small.
They're small. They're good, but they're small.
But by the time you finish a box, you're like, I'm fuller than I thought I
Did
would.
they have
be.
nuggets?
That's not true.
Did they have nuggets?
Did they have nuggets?
Did
No.
they have nuggets?
Nah,
No.
he didn't ask.
So they just didn't have tenders.
Call
they
them right
didn't
now.
have any chicken pieces.
Interesting.
What location was this? I'm calling them.
But they still had the sandwich. Did you go with the sandwich or you just left?
I went with the sandwich.
Okay.
How was it?
You got the better end.
It wasn't.
It wasn't what you
I
wanted.
wasn't what I wanted.
I understand.
Like I
Still though,
I'm not a person who likes to settle.
you did misrepresent.
No,
what
I
was
didn't.
Yeah, you did.
If I go and order chicken and they don't have what I order, they might as well not have chicken.
Not everybody has everything in stock.
We thought you didn't. There is no chicken like in the facility
Yeah,
at all.
like I one time went to Chicken Kitchen, no chicken at all. Not
Chicken
grilled,
is
not
in the
teriyaki.
name.
Hey,
Fuck.
wait. They should always have chicken now that they measure how much chicken they give you.
This is what this is what it says. Leroy, I'm at Chick-fil-A, which by the way, you spell it like it's a actual
what is that?
Chick-fil-A, not how it's spelled.
That's a voice text. You definitely
Yeah,
spoke
did you
that
just
into
voice
the
that?
phone.
Yeah, okay.
Because I was in front of the counter as I was saying it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, so you're shaming
He's like,
them?
hold on.
Oh,
Let's
right.
see what my order is.
I said, hey. Guys, I'm at Chick-fil-A. No chicken tenders.
To which I respond, more like chick no way,
Yeah.
which is a
Mm.
point.
Okay.
Point for Tobin.
J-Fig, in all caps, the audacity to say open. I mean,
Right.
They did have sandwiches. That's why
Thank
she's,
you.
you know.
Mm.
Well, you know what? He was
Yeah.
unclear.
Waffle fries too. I'll just get a lot.
But
of
I
waffle
did
fries.
proceed to get angrier.
See, I'm a big fan of the waffle fries.
Yeah.
Like, I will get waffle fries without chicken there.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm,
Love them.
I
If
would
they're
too.
fresh, dude, those
pretty good.
waffle fries are glorious.
All right,
Yeah.
take it.
I have
Sure.
never, look at me.
Okay.
I have never
Mhm.
dropped a waffle fry underneath the seat of my car.
You know what?
That's
Let's go
not
check
true.
his car outside right now.
That's not true.
It is true.
There's no way you pitched a perfect game on
I
waffle
pr-
fries in your life.
Waffle fries.
They're
Here-
too-
here's the thing with waffle
variety is
fries.
Too much.
Here's the thing with waffle fries. The grip is lovely.
It's a good grip.
Boop. They have a little ketchup, like you can open
Port.
it
Yeah,
up,
I know, I'm
so you
aware.
can just
Mm.
dip
Yep.
and go. You don't look look.
But sometimes,
I-
the size variety, I think, in waffle fries is
Nope.
the most
I here
variety in any
here
fry.
fries.
Mm.
Fries, you go in like that crane trying to get the toy, right?
Depends if
You
they're
go
skinny, if they're
no.
crinkle.
You go in like this.
Crinkle.
But
You don't love a crinkle fry?
Where do I even get that from?
waffle fries, ooh, crinkle fries. are-
Nathan's?
They're up there
I'm gonna
too.
go to Nathan's for
Don't
the
sleep,
Here.
dude.
Waffle fries.
I like the fact that
Waffle
Nathan's gives you a little
waffle
pitchfork.
fries. Everybody
Oh,
eats waffle fries individually.
because you're the devil.
Individually.
I got you.
You don't go in like if you're getting like
That doesn't mean
McDonald's
I
I
fries.
still don't believe you pitched a perfect game in your life.
Perfect.
Yeah, I
Nope.
don't know.
No way.
No,
You're not David
dude.
Wells.
I'm telling you what. Now, the thing that does bother you sometimes when you get the bottom of the waffle
Yeah.
fry, like when they're
Mhm.
scraping all the way to try to fill up your little bucket, and you get them little chips. Yeah.
Yeah, little corners of the
Yo,
waffle. What is this?
And I'm not a big fan when they have the skin on them. Like
Oh,
you know the
yeah,
like
I
yeah,
agree. The
no.
turtleback.
Well, this is my point. You just
Turtleback.
see, there's too much
Wow.
variety in a waffle fry.
No, there's
Turtleback
not.
waffle
There is,
fry.
dude.
It's
a
good.
good order of waffle fries. Boop,
Nah.
single them out. Oh, it's
I'm telling you, a waffle fry is more like it's more like a major league pitching staff. You got like 2 aces and then like a bunch of middle relievers.
so you're saying only the top?
Only the tops.
What do you? Where you?
Bunch of Reniel Pintos in there.
Well, that's that bum ass Chick-fil-A you go to. Like,
Well,
like
at least mine's got tenders.
Stop.
you can't run out of what you're famous for.
I don't know, man. I went to Subway once. Not one train in there. Crazy, dude.
Minus
No,
one.
Bye.
Heard.
-1.
Worth it.
Anyway,
He
that
said-
update there on Leroy's visit to Chick-fil-A, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know truck.
He brought him.
I
He
love
did.
that
He's
you
bringing
brought
props.
that
Oh
up.
no, look. Man, these are cool.
Oh, he's.
You can wind him up.
Why is there no camera on these?
Wow.
I mean, I didn't know we had to have a GoPro here for Leroy's toys.
I
Right?
want to. I want a drone over Leroy's toys.
Somebody said they want a drone over me for a day.
That's true.
We'll take a break. Back with more after this.
Cap D coming, 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 lift it, give it, lift it.
Nigel Pack switches from right hand to left hand. On to Wooga Poplar. Look out! Oh my! Slam dunk by Wooga Poplar. He hammers it home. Hammers it home to send Duke home. Hook pass intercepted by Pack. Here comes Nigel Pack. Threads a pass. No man, a slam dunk. Two-handed slam dunk. Just absolutely perfect and a timeout. The Wasco Center is going crazy. The crowd is loud. It's united. And Miami's running Duke out of the gym. Proctor hits the three. Not sure what Norchad was doing. Now he goes back door. There's a slam dunk by Harlan Beverly, a thing of beauty. Nigel Pack has it. Duke extends their defense. 17 seconds, now Wong. Coach L says, get everybody in the baseline. Get out of Isaiah's way. 10 seconds to go, 38-26 lead for Miami. Wong against Mitchell. Over to Pack with Fox. Pack drives in the lane, floats it up there for a slam dunk! A slam dunk on the alley-oop play above the rim, and that's how we end the first half.
Oh, beat down City on Duke. Beat him down, Leroy.
It's not even, you know what's crazy? You would think that you would feel the same way beating North Carolina, but it's something about Duke Duke,
dude.
Right?
Yep. Something about beating them, you know? And I just love the fact that, you know, they come on in there, they waltz into that bill, still undefeated at home, the Canes, as they put down that absolute blowout on the Blue Devils. But
well, unranked, right? They're not even ranked.
They are unranked. They are unranked.
Which is
you wouldn't know it listening to the coverage. Like, oh, what coming out flat. Brr. I'm like, all right. Well,
because they used one of my dreaded phrases that I hate.
What?
A letdown after playing North Carolina.
Letdown, yeah.
I'm like, letdown.
What? Hold on. You got a letdown going to a ranked team on the road? That's a letdown? I mean, get the hell out of here.
Because they played North Carolina, who's barely ranked also.
Yeah, that was a slap in the face.
When was the last time Duke and North Carolina were unranked?
I don't know.
Because I think that's where they are now.
What do I look like? Jay Billis? That wasn't necessary. I'll take my -1 for Sass.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
-1 for Sass.
That was wow. That kind of hurt.
Did you see Jim Larinaga yesterday take out the cash, just flaunting it at Boeheim? Because this Jim Boeheim he's all salty at Syracuse. He's like, oh, Miami bought their team. Meh. Big baby. Right, you know.
Hey, you know what? Don't blame Miami. Blame the NCAA. Because the NCAA years ago could have came up with some rules to regulate this. And now, because the court system did it, it's the Wild Wild West in the NCAA. Yeah, and they have no control over it.
And also, let's not act like Miami wasn't wrongfully punished for a couple of years over a bogus investigation.
Right.
So get the hell out of here,
that lasted
Boeheim.
17 years.
Coming right here for you, man. Bum.
I mean, that's the old school guys.
I don't care, dude. It's the same thing all over the place. They're all whining and crying. They don't like the way things are right now.
You know what
the hell out of here.
Here's what they're complaining about. On the outside, it would seem as if though they're complaining at how Miami does things. But on the inside, they're actually complaining about the fact that their school won't take the same steps to get these players. That's what it is. Like Duke and North Carolina can say, you know what? We don't need to do that. We are Duke and North Carolina. Well, guess what? That's why you unranked right now.
Yeah, great point by Robbie. Where the Canes, they beat Clemson, first place in the ACC. Where was their look ahead? They had an unranked team at home. No look ahead there. Where was that?
Right.
Tell me, ESPN, you frauds. And that Dick Vitale, you know, if he was there, he would have been so upset by that dunk up 20.
I think kind of.
What? Just because you went to his gala and he's getting up there, it doesn't matter. Every time the Canes would showboat against the Dukies, he's clutching his pearls. because it's the Dukies. You know what?
They're playing like Dookie right now.
Blue Bloods. The old love Blue Bloods. Speaking of whiners, LeBron James.
What are you doing?
Might become the all-time leading scorer in NBA history tonight.
I can't hear. I think here's what happens with great athletes. They are around so long and they have so much success that people just get tired, right? And it's not anything that they do. It's not anything that they do on or off the court. It's just because we tired of these people being so good for so long.
Nope, has nothing to do with that.
Yes, it does.
Nope.
Because let me tell you, early on in LeBron's career, everybody just looked at him as a great player.
Mhm.
But he was a great player for so long. Now we nitpick. And you're nitpicking.
I feel like people have been nitpicking at LeBron for a long time.
Yes. I mean, okay, if they've been nitpicking at him for 10 years. He's
That
still been
being
playing.
said, he also gives you a lot of material, dude.
Because we're always paying attention.
Guess what comes with being one of the most famous athletes on the planet?
Okay. But he is getting ready to break a record
Mm-hmm.
that most would thought would be unbreakable. And you're just going to do what you do.
What am I going to do?
Go ahead.
This LeBron James whining and crying to Mike Wilbon, talking about Kyrie Irving going to the Mavericks. Here's LeBron on ESPN.
Well, definitely disappointed. I can't sit here and say I'm not disappointed on not being able to land such a talent, but someone that I had great chemistry with and know I got great chemistry with on the floor that can help you win, championships in my mind, right, in my eyes. But my focus has shifted now. My focus has shifted back to where it should be, and that's this club now, and what we have in the locker room.
That's a quick pivot, LeBron.
It's a quick pivot. It don't take me long. It don't take me long. I don't get too excited about the possibilities of things that can be. I kind of envision myself on what it can, but I don't invest it all the way until I know it's happening. And when it does not happen, I'm back locked in on the job at hand. So, we had an opportunity. I think our names was out there. The Lakers' name was out there. We had an opportunity. Didn't happen. We move on and we finish the season strong. Try to get a bid into the postseason where I feel if we go in healthy and we compete with anybody.
The damage is done, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it's me. He feels he can compete. Oh, I'm so disappointed. Oh, don't worry, Rush. You're still my guy. Bum. All-time leading scorer in passive aggressiveness, too. What? You got to admit, that's a bit much. I can pivot, Mike. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm calling the travel, dude. You're dragging that pivot foot. Walking all over the place.
You done? You like I don't
Ooh,
I don't.
Who calls it ESPN? Yeah, hey, Mike Wilbon wants to interview you. About what? The scoring record? Perfect opportunity for me to hose down the front office. Click. Good luck tonight, though, dude. I think he's going to do it. Back-to-back Thunder. They got to be tired.
Question. Do you don't see, because of all of your bitterness
I'm
and
not bitter.
pettiness and just you want to talk about passive aggressive?
What do you mean?
You are not gonna appreciate or fully appreciate what LeBron's getting ready to do.
That's not true. I can compartmentalize. He can't. Oh, maybe it's me. Oh. Yeah, maybe it was you trading for Russell Westbrook and giving up all your assets.
Why do you whine like Adam Sandler in any of his movies?
That's how he sounds.
Right? Adam Sandler, oh, we do a baby. Like, come on.
I can pivot, Mike. I can pivot.
Why don't you like LeBron?
I don't have a problem with him. I just find
Really?
him hilarious sometimes.
Wait a minute. Does anybody think that the way you act would say, I don't have a problem with LeBron?
I don't have a problem with him. But Jesus.
Kind of seems like you have a problem with him. But I mean, it's okay. I understand. He hurt you, and that's okay. He hurt
hurt you.
us.
I'm over that. I just think it's hilarious.
It is.
Oh,
And
you over?
how about
you-
the fact
you-
that he
let me
goes-
guess. You pivoted.
Yeah, but not immediately. It took time, but he can pivot immediately, obviously.
No, you have not, dude. You have
Oh, I
let,
pivoted.
you have not let the LeBron bitterness go.
Just call me Channing Crowder, dude. I pivoted.
-1.
I'm telling you. Oh, poor me. Oh, I mean, obviously disappointed, Mike. But I can pivot. I got Austin Reeves, Kendrick Nunn. I feel like we can compete with anybody. I don't even know if he can compete with the team Kyrie was traded to.
Kendrick Nunn plays for the Wizards.
He does. Oh, that's right. He was traded for Hachimura.
Wait,
Yeah.
-1.
You were-
-1 for trying so hard.
-1.
There, apologize.
No,
for
Why?
deception.
because I was supposed to remember Kendrick Nunn was traded for Rui Hachimura. Oh yeah, by the way, seems like he's got a lot of faith in that trade
Why you say that?
because he's here begging for Kyrie Irving on Twitter. I believe in you, Rui.
Rui,
That's his name, Rui Hachimura.
I didn't know he was Japanese.
he is.
Hmm.
There's was there 3 or 4 Japanese-born players in the?
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, he was 2 for 7 yesterday.
More like their season is ruined.
Dude.
I want to give him a point, but Leroy will kill all of us.
-1.
You know what's amazing? This guy, if I ever want to get him going, all I have to say is LeBron James.
LeBron.
LeBron.
It really,
James.
like, I am gonna appreciate this moment
No,
tonight
you're
or
not.
Thursday, whenever.
No,
it
you're
happens.
not.
Whenever
because,
it happens.
Wait, let me tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you guys
Do you
what's
think
gonna
he's gonna
happen
try
right
to do
now.
it tonight? Is it home tonight or is it on the road?
It's home.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen right now. You ready? So they're gonna stop the game.
Yep.
He's gonna say some words, and here's what you're gonna do. He's still waiting for the thanks, LeBron.
Not bad for a kid from Akron who can't score. Yeah, we already got it down, dude. I got the speech.
Yeah, but isn't he also top 5 in assists?
Yeah, of course.
So is that not?
Because he gets bothered by I don't know, NBA Drip Skylark on Twitter because he says Skip Bayless says you can't take the last shot. Get over it, dude.
Wash King. Is that what he called it?
Hashtag, yeah.
Wash.
Oh, not bad for hashtag Wash King. Like, why? Because like 4 people on Twitter called you that on NBA Central's mentions.
I would like when LeBron's career is over for him to go at Skip
Why?
because
It's beneath him.
really,
Mm-hmm.
I make up your mind.
What do you mean?
Make up your mind.
What do you mean?
Because 5 seconds ago you go, I'm just gonna piss
unbecoming,
Channing
like-
Crowder. And then I go, you know what? I want to see him go at Skip Bayless when he's done. It's beneath him.
I
Now-
don't think that's a fair
I
shot.
just think it's funny. He's sitting here like, oh, I'm obviously disappointed with the guy that I had chemistry with and won a championship. Yeah, and he also left you rats off a ship because he was sick of your act.
Or counterpoint, Kyrie gets sick of everybody's act. You get him for a couple of years, you hope it works out, and then you prepare to move on. But the talent is undeniable.
Yeah, the talent's undeniable. I mean, hasn't done anything since leaving the Cavaliers, but it's undeniable.
Some would say since leaving LeBron.
Which all of a sudden now he's on his hands and he's, oh, please come back to me, Kyrie. Very unbecoming.
He's won a championship without Kyrie.
Yeah, so why
Kyrie hasn't won one without
so
him.
why is he begging for him back?
What are you begging?
Ah, what do you think that was, dude? Maybe it's me. Are you a poet? You sitting writing emotional haikus about this?
What exactly is an emotional haiku? because if you go waxing poetically, I need an explanation. So please explain.
Haiku is a poem, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables.
This is true.
A what now?
A haiku.
Is what?
It's a poem. First line, 5 syllables. Second line, 7 syllables. Third line, 5 syllables.
And how does that apply to?
Like LeBron's a rat think, you know?
Keep going.
Whining for Kyrie Irving. Enjoy your street clothes. Oh, poor me.
Dude. I thought after that conversation I'd be smarter.
Say it again.
I forgot
the line.
He forgot it. He can't snap and count and use his fingers to count.
LeBron James. All I
15
remember
minutes.
is street clothes at the end.
15 minutes to eat is next.
We're years of service to our community. Then, now, forever. Broward Health.
All right. 15 minutes of heat here for you on 560 WQAM. Leroy. He's doing toe taps with Celsius. Bringing in that Celsius for cat talk later. We'll get to the Cats win from last night. I already got 2 boxes of that in here, man.
I was doing the Kyle Lowry.
The toe taps. That's what you were saying.
You guys can text the show at 305-567-0560. Before we get to Heat, why don't you give us a weather update here, Leroy, from the DeBensman & Dover Law Firm. YourAccidentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Let me give you a little bit more on the weather.
Oh, nice.
Wind's coming out of the, can't tell, but I'm guessing it's coming out. It's coming out of the east. There's the plane. See the plane? Look to your right.
There it is.
Wind's coming out of the east. I would say right around 10, maybe a little more than 10 miles an hour. It's probably about 75 to 80 degrees. But guess what? No humidity. That's why it feels so cool outside. It's no humidity. It's very low humidity, and it's a beautiful Florida day.
The Miami Heat will be back on the practice court today as they're getting ready for Pacers tomorrow. So this is the interesting, a couple of interesting nuggets that are reported by the Miami Herald, Leroy.
What's up?
The report that the Miami Heat has been receiving inquiries about point guard Kyle Lowry, and he's now among several Heat players in play as Thursday's NBA trade deadline approaches. They say Anthony Chang, Barry Jackson, they report the Heat initially had no interest in dealing Lowry, but the team's position has softened recently, and Miami is now open to trades involving Lowry if the team is offered a deal it views as advantageous, according to a source in contact with the team.
Now, if I may, why they got Lowry out there like he Kyrie? Like there's people banging down the door to get Kyle Lowry, right? And you said we can't get nothing for him.
I don't think we can get him.
So, but that's read that story. You swear he was Kyrie.
You would swear he's Kyrie, which is kind of probably why the story is out there, because they want to drum up some kind of interest in him.
But that's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy. That's crazy that we talking about 2 Krispy Kremes and orange juice.
It writes, the LA Clippers are the only team publicly that has been linked to Lowry in media reports, but others have inquired, according to a league source briefed on the matter. Clippers are reportedly seeking a veteran point guard after their trade bid was rejected for Kyrie Irving, who was dealt to the Brooklyn Nets. So we'll see. It is interesting, though. It's kind of the first time that locally it's been out there that they're trying to deal him out the door.
I mean,
which I don't even know if it wouldn't be mutual. He's probably looking at it and like, listen, time is up here. Nobody's fault. Just looks around. I know he did say on the record a couple of weeks ago that he wants to stay, but that was.
I think you always say that, though.
Yeah, I think you're being a professional in that.
Because here's what happens. Even if everything that we're saying is true, if Kyle Lowry were to say, I think my time is up here, it's time to move on, we would look at him negatively, even though what he's saying is 100% accurate and basically what you just said right now. So you almost have to play the game to keep everybody, to so that nobody
you have
takes
a guy,
that lead.
yeah, you have a guy who's very professional, always looked upon as a classy dude. You have an organization that doesn't like to have fodder out there. They don't like the Heat notoriously don't like things getting leaked, where other organizations are fine with things being leaked. They don't like things being leaked. They especially don't like things leaking around trade time. They like to try and keep a lockbox. So the idea that this is out there, it almost feels like it could be from Lowry's side, it could be from the Heat side. It's almost like we're okay with this being out here. Please, somebody trade for him.
Right.
That's what it feels like.
But what are you going to get in return? Because
I don't think much. I mean,
and
the fact that he makes,
keep in mind
the fact that he makes $30 million next year.
You better get an expiring contract, because then that means then you got that money.
Yeah, or you better, or like, you know,
Who's
maybe
going to give up somebody good? So match salary. So you match salaries with another $30 million guy,
or a couple 15 mils,
or a couple
15 millers.
Go kick the tires on the Clippers. They ain't there.
They got a few guys. They got pieces. Morris twin, tickle your fancy? The good one?
I mean, we ended up. I think we ended up with the best Martin twin.
That's true. That is true.
Right?
Lead the league in twins.
I mean,
and maybe brothers.
Is he the
He is the good one, yeah.
The good one?
Marcus, yeah, he's good.
But is what is he doing there? I mean, he's going to be basically PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
But for a lot more money. Is he younger?
No. Yeah, I mean, everybody's younger than PJ Tucker. Other than Udonis.
He's averaging 12 points. That's not bad.
And Doc.
Huh?
And Doc Rivers.
Yeah, he just fits he fits right into that.
PJ Tucker spent the last 20 years of his life horse.
Fits right into that PJ Tucker, Bam, true power forward. There's Caleb Martin's not a power forward. He's not.
You think he's a 3?
He's a 3-2. Like he's played guard is basically his whole career.
Yeah, and they sometimes he brings the ball up the court.
Yeah.
It's a weird dynamic that the Heat have is that they play positionless basketball, but you have a lot of guys handling the ball that aren't your point guard. And if that's the case, what's the point of a point guard? You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes Bam brings it up, sometimes Caleb brings it up, sometimes Jimmy brings it up.
Yeah,
it's like the whole point of having Kyle was he was going to be that facilitator.
Barry and Anthony also write, according to a source, the Heat also has received trade calls on Max Strus. Will be a free agent this summer. The Heat has interest in re-signing Strus this summer, but is willing to listen to offers on most of the players on their roster. You know what that sounds like to me?
He been shooting bricks.
Sounds like to me Max Strus.
Well, I mean, so you're saying that they like dunks. If the Heat, let me ask you a question. If the Heat had to choose between Duncan Robinson and Max Strus, who you think they
like? Money being equal?
Yeah.
I'd say Strus. Because Jimmy likes playing with Max Strus.
Okay.
That's what I would say. That's what I would guess.
Which means you're probably going to end up with Duncan Robinson.
And also, doesn't foul people like two fouls in 2
Dude,
minutes.
He is
old 2 for 2 deal.
He's going
like a late night fast food.
Is there anybody that gets 2 fouls? And he always has that.
I don't even think it's fair for him anymore. Sometimes I just feel like he gets fouled for existing.
Wait, and he always has that look, like
just think it's just bewildered.
Right.
No respect.
They go fouled. Duncan Robinson, he goes, I'm not playing.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
You
were close enough. Tee him up because he said I'm not even in uniform.
Just at the scorer's table. You knew what you were doing. You knew you were thinking about fouling those shoulder blades. I don't know. Interesting. The Heat do they practice at I think 11:30. Interesting. See what Spo. I think Spo no sells it. We're always out there.
Yeah. I mean, you almost have to do it when you have to go to work with the guy.
Yeah.
Right. You can't. I mean, usually if Spo were to put it out there, that means the relationship between them is bad.
I would be interested to know if Kyle Lowry practices today. That'll be an interesting one.
Well, you got to be careful. You don't want any accidents.
Right. I'm just saying, like, if they say, oh, can we talk to Kyle? He was injured. He was out of practice today.
They do that? That's how they, if you're hurt, you don't have to.
I mean, he could practice and sneak out anyway.
Right.
You got some escape routes when it comes to the practice court.
I mean, look, I got to tell you, like some days when you get in there, you got to get treatment and watch film and stuff like that.
Unless maybe Kyle Lowry in just an hour's time to make a stink.
Kyle Lowry's not going to make a stink.
I don't think he will either, but maybe.
No chance.
Guys, I just saw a crazy stat.
What?
How many fouls do you think these people committed in the 2021-2022 season? Tyler Hero, how many do you think?
How many fouls?
Throughout the whole regular season, yes.
I'd say 40.
All right. Tyler Hero's 95, just to give you a
Oh.
barometer.
Yeah, I was gonna
of
say
what
it
we're
has to be
thinking,
more
right?
than.
Jimmy Butler, excellent defender, constantly in on steals,
I would
constantly
say
making
Jimmy
plays.
Butler's committed more than that.
200.
Less than that, 88,
That's
right?
pretty good.
Wow.
Now let's get a little bit more. Bam out of bio.
Okay.
You know, he's banging with the bigs. How many
Gotta
fouls
think
do you
Bam
got?
probably led the team in fouls with like minutes. I would say like 115 fouls.
All right, well, he got a lot. 171 personal fouls
Okay.
in 2021, 2022.
Makes sense.
Duncan Robinson got 220.
200
No
fouls.
way.
Duncan Robinson had 200 fouls.
Dude,
That's
we
crazy.
should just call him Machete.
What? How many minutes? And how many
Not
minutes
that.
did he play compared to Bam? Do you have like a total number of minutes or just games? Just give me games.
So Bam has games played 56,
And
171 personal
Oh,
fouls.
that's a lot
Now,
of fouls.
Duncan Robinson fouls in
Defends
2022,
people.
79 games, 201 personal fouls. Now, another thing I looked up,
He played 20 less games, dude.
the stats for this year.
I understand, but he's actually guarding people.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler this year has what, like, 9 more games than Duncan and has 4 less fouls than Duncan.
But Jimmy Butler is one of the best in the league, though,
Yeah,
defending and not
for
fouling.
sure. But it's just like
But
200
I understand.
fouls, Duncan.
Yes, that's
Jeez,
200
a lot of
fouls.
fouls.
Wait. Now, so we need a new stat. Foul to 3 ratio. Because if your foul to 3 ratio ain't good, then you costing us.
We'll take a quick break. Our Tua. Somebody thought they were going to take on Tua in the Super Bowl. That's next.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Vailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Chris Sims can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what sucks is that it's the break conversations is what leads us down the path.
Of what?
Me wanting to chop you in the throat.
I just don't understand why you're so impressed. Like, who cares? You
I just meant, look,
oh,
I'm just paying attention to sports
you get,
because that's what we do, right?
it's more of you reacting to like, why does Brian Windhorst look yellow on First Take right now?
He looks like an orange, and
Wow.
and Tim looked like he
hell is
just
going on?
he came right off the beach.
Tim Legler looks like he got stung in his upper lip. His teeth are super. He looks like, who's the dude? What's the movie you like?
George Hamilton. Oh no. Just go with it.
Just go with it. Yeah, he looks like that dude. He looks Botox to the gills and a hand up.
He goes.
No, but you were like amazed by something that I wasn't. I was just like, who cares?
Okay.
You know, do you want to tell them what you were amazed with?
Oh, who cares?
Huh?
You want to tell the audience what you found fascinating?
With what?
In the middle of the break.
50-50.
Oh, so they keep showing the Super Bowl odds, and they always put Philadelphia, according to whatever that RPI or whatever it is, has a FPI, has a 50% chance of winning. And so I look up and I go, doesn't that mean so does Kansas City?
Well, yeah, I guess math-wise that would make sense.
So why would they just show like
I don't know. But that wasn't the thing that got me. You were like, oh, NFL came to a deal with like broadcasting outside the US.
the zone?
Who cares?
You don't think that's
No, first of all, DAZN can kick
I was
rocks.
gonna say he's rats off a ship on this.
Did you see this, Leroy?
Oh God.
Can I just tell you boxing, right?
yeah?
And we'll get to some headlines here brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
So check this one out. Check this one out for boxing. So we all thought we were going to get Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis, right? In the bag. They had agreed to it. They announced that before Gervonta's last fight.
Right? Who backed out?
This is what they're arguing over right now. It's the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard in the history of boxing. They're arguing over a rematch clause that only kicks into effect if Gervonta Davis wins. But if he wins, DAZN wants to be the premium broadcaster. So they want to hold the rights to broadcasting. And because they won't agree to that, PBC, who's Gervonta's promoter, because they won't agree to that, essentially Showtime, won't agree to that. Now the fight is possibly in jeopardy of not having, which leave it to boxing to
This
argue about a hypothetical fight to ruin their fight that hasn't even happened yet. Like, we're not even arguing about this fight. We're arguing about maybe the fight down the line and who will be the key broadcaster for it.
right.
Boxing.
I always look at it this
And
way.
Boxing.
Yeah.
Like, that's what
we've had this since
amazing.
ever since Don King and ever since promoters had a more integral part of the fight game. This has happened.
This is
We
ridiculous.
never get to see fights anymore.
And I'm like, Oscar De La Hoya, who, I mean, he also is like, I don't know what's going on with him lately on social media, you know, but he's like, yeah, let's make sure PBC doesn't mess this up. Hey, it kind of sounds like you guys are messing it up. And second of all, why are you fighting over a fight that might not happen? Like, you're telling me if Gervonta Davis wins, the fight doesn't even happen. Only if he loses.
Right.
Like, it's so dumb.
And why does in all fairness, why would the loser get to determine all these things anyway?
But that's the thing of rematch clauses. They're usually like a safety net, right? Like,
Right.
usually a rematch clause is like Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz. Rematch clause, just in case he loses and gets knocked out, he gets a chance at his title again. That's the whole point. These guys don't even have titles, by the way.
Right. And they're not even fighting for titles.
Not even fighting for real titles. And the thing that's funny about it is just like, yeah, well, we want to be the lead on this. I'm like, we can't cross the rematch bridge when we come to it. No, let's just blow up the first fight because we're arguing about the second fight. What do we do? What?
Dude, what is going on in this world?
This
Like,
sport is I love
it's
it so
not,
much,
like-
but it is the dumbest sport in the world.
they can't stand, like, every time this sport has a grasp of a new fan base and the next fight could make it just blow up even more, two promoters do this and then you lose interest.
It's so dumb.
It happened with me in the 90s. With all those heavyweights not fighting each other, I lost interest in boxing.
I saw that report yesterday. I just wanted to throw my phone out the car window. I was like, sorry, Mike Coppinger. Not about hearing your report today angering me. You're not going to get me today, boxing, but it did. So I guess kudos to Mike. But so annoyed by that.
Somebody hit me up. I went to a Pollo Tropical and they ran out of pollo.
It sounds a lot like the text I sent last night.
Wow. I guess that happens a lot.
How?
How?
You have one job.
You know what the worst
Listen,
part is?
I'm gonna say, if I'm a burger joint, I'm gonna make damn sure that I don't run out of meat.
Much worse for Pollo Tropical to run out of chicken than it is for Chick-fil-A to run out of chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that one day that they ran
Listen.
out, I went to 2 pollos and they both ran out of chicken.
Let me explain.
Was there
something
like
to
a
you.
deal
Hold
or
on.
something? What the hell's
Hold
going
on.
on?
There's no sales at pollo. It only already costs $2 for some food.
You got to fill out the receipt. Got a little interview.
Oh, hey,
Put
by the
a quarter
way,
chicken.
all these come. Hey, stop sending me a 17-page receipt just so on the bottom I can hit the little thing with my phone and answer questions for a free fry.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Come
Just
on.
one
Save
fry.
the paper. Save the paper. I'm not filling out your question because here's the thing. You ever notice? You ever been mad enough where you say, I'm answering that damn questionnaire, right? And then you go to the questionnaire and here are the questions. Would you say that your treatment at such and such place was good, very good, okay, not good, terrible? That's your choices. I want to write notes. I want to write something.
They have a
Go to
comment
Yelp.
section at the end.
Not all the time.
Well, not for every answer, like you. Like you want to.
But it doesn't pertain. Look, it doesn't pertain to what my complaints are. That questionnaire, they kind of finagled the questioning so that they can never look bad as it is. No, get the hell out of here.
All right, a couple of headlines.
Give me a
out here.
blank piece of paper and say what happened. That's what I want.
Brian Flores.
Yep.
He is
DC
the
at
defensive coordinator of Leroy's former team, the Minnesota Vikings.
and let me explain something to you. They were the worst last year. They defense was bottom 3.
Pretty good for what were they? 13-3 was the record, or
12
12-4?
12-5.
12-5. Yeah, that's right. 17
Yeah.
games now. 12-5. Yeah.
They were terrible.
Do you find it interesting because apparently he was still in the running for the Cardinals head coaching job? Do you find it interesting that he decided to just go this route instead of hitching his wagon to Kyler Murray?
I would say this. If he had a problem with Tua, you gonna go to a smaller quarterback who is not
who's a gamer
who is not as organization friendly as Tua is. Tua ain't gonna never say nothing bad about you, no matter what you do to him.
Kyler Murray will make a stink.
Right. You want that smoke? You think?
I feel like it's him potentially taking one of the worst jobs in the NFL.
Yes.
And
For some reason, I can't. And I can't explain, like, I think part of the reason why they are where they are is because of the sudden and drastic decisions that they've made as an organization.
Yep.
And you can never do that. You can't do that because building a team with these many guys is always going to take time. And for them to just think, oh, we can just flip it and turn it around. We can just bring this coach in and bring in Kyler Murray and we don't worry about Josh Rosen and whatever. And you just keep spinning your wheels. And now you are where you are. And everybody's looking at going, I don't want that.
Javon Holland was happy for Flo. He said on social media, he was like, yes, sir, Flo. And then he goes, I appreciate your openness to be happy for others without the fans' approval. And Javon Holland said, Flo is a part of the reason I got drafted, making my lifelong dream come true. I got nothing but love for him.
Yeah, it's one of those things. There's a few coaches out there that what the fans think and what the players think are different, right? There's a lot of guys really like Bill Belichick and what he does as a coach. I can't, I've never had a complaint, right? It's a little rough at times, but when you're 3-13, any coach that comes in probably needs to be abrasive if you're going to be better, right? When you think of like Nick Saban, a lot of players really like Nick Saban, right? It's just it doesn't come across like that in the public, but you have guys and coaches who are like that. Some would say that about Flo. Like, I've never heard a player say anything bad about Flo, right? It's just the whole circumstance surrounding him, right? It's almost like if you agree with the team, you got to not like Flo, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you got to think that what he did, or what we try to do is when we do this show, try to explain or justify why things happen.
His big issue was with the quarterback.
Correct. Which is, again, my only problem I ever had with Flo is how you going to treat a guy with impatience when you're basically in the same position he is. And you're going to require a level of patience from the organization, the fan base, so you get some time to turn this around. But you don't extend that to your players?
He didn't seem to have much patience for a lot of people in the organization,
right?
Coaches, whoever.
Minka Fitzpatrick?
Kenny Stills.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. Remember when he played that music at practice and stuff?
Yeah, he was playing, what was he playing, Jay-Z?
It was Nas or Jay-Z, I can't remember.
Yeah, because he was trolling about the anthem, right?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Something like that.
But anyway, he takes that job. I will say,
Good coach, though.
You take that DC job with Minnesota, who's a good team, and you do sure things up because maybe you think they could be a contender. I think that probably opens you up to even more jobs the next year, right? Like, instead of just settling, getting right back into head coaching, but you're probably on a short leash because if Kyler Murray flops, maybe you're out.
Right.
Then going one more year of being a DC.
It sucks. Here's what's
being in a better position to get better gigs.
You want to know what sucks about the Flo situation? That no matter what his next head coaching job is going to be, it ain't going to be as good as this one was. All right. You see what I mean? As far as talent or whatever.
Maybe.
No, I'm telling you.
Why do you say that?
Because I know.
But why?
Because I know where this team was, and usually when coaches take
over.
But
they kind of revamped the entire offense, though. Like, I mean, and a lot of the guys that he brought in on defense, I mean, weren't as effective this year. Like, you think about the way X played, the way Byron Jones played, Emmanuel
banged up,
kind of a non-factor.
Banged up.
Yeah, banged up.
Right.
So I think he ended up in another good situation. I think that somebody who probably wants that like stability or something like that. I don't know. His credentials aren't bad.
No. It's like if all the guys that were.
I do wish he would have done that sneak attack on Sean Payton, though.
What do you mean?
Yeah, infiltrate Sean Payton, get him on the record for his lawsuit. I was really hoping he was going to go that route.
Wear a wire.
Yeah.
You are like what?
I would have liked to see that.
Why do you have NFL players and coaches playing Game of Thrones?
Sean Payton started it. Sean Payton started it, dude. Sabotaged him. Take a break. We'll actually hear from Sean Payton. He's got a thing or two to say about old Mr. Unlimited.
Thing or two to say about a thing or two.
Back after this. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy. Take you up until 2 o'clock here. Jeff Conine's going to join the show today. Mr. Marlin.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I almost killed them one time.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
So
Mr. Marlin?
let me see. 10, let me figure out. 10, 11, 12, 13 on the tour course at Western Hills. He lives right on the corner. So you usually hit a ball right by the trap right there. But you can try to launch driver over. Him and his son were playing catch, you know, in the
His son, who's now in the Marlins organization,
Yeah.
is supposedly a really good prospect.
playing catch, you know, outside of their yard, but
So
kind
you
of on
almost
the
took him out
golf
with a
course.
golf ball?
And I hit it. I looked up and I'm like, 4.
Did it get him or no?
No, it didn't get him. I said almost.
Wow. I mean, no, you said you almost killed him. I didn't know if
Yeah.
it did hit him. Oh,
But,
hold on. Breaking news.
More breaking news. Uh-oh.
The Miami Heat
Uh-oh.
have traded. Hold on.
Okay,
Make
no,
sure
don't
I'm-
hold on in the
Just
middle
make sure
of
I'm
the...
not getting drip skylarked.
Jesus.
I mean, I got it too. So
The Miami Heat,
Uh-oh.
according to Shams,
Uh-oh.
are trading Dwayne Dedman
Okay.
for a second-round pick. He's going to the Spurs.
Second round pick. That's like getting 4 firsts for Kyle Lowry.
What the hell was that?
No player?
Nope.
You don't have to match contracts?
I think they're well. Here's the thing: they're not. They're a cap team, so they could just absorb his money. They don't have to send money back.
What does that mean? Oh,
Well, if
because
you-
they have enough room under the cap.
Yeah, because they're on the cheap this year,
Oh, okay.
so they could just absorb Dwayne Dedman. So Dwayne Dedman, that's a fish ship.
So
What?
let me hold on. Let me get this straight.
Hmm?
So I have been complaining about lack of size.
That's right.
And depth.
Yeah.
And you get rid of a big.
Well, I mean, a big play like
So does that mean whoa? Let's see. I'm working. Hold you. Wait, here we go. That means some size coming in.
maybe, or maybe it's just big yurt opening. You know, they save a little money. You know, get under that tax. Could be just a tax move.
They're not over the cap.
They're up against it.
Up against it ain't over it.
Well, now they're 4 under. That's that loses another 4 million or so. Could just be big yurt getting ready for some PT. I mean, did you see Dwayne Dedman the last game he played?
Dude, why didn't his hands work?
He did a judo flip on somebody. Pretty sure I saw my son practice that at BJJ last night. Like, what was that? So Dwayne Dedman, the Dwayne Dedman era comes to an end.
Started with
man,
a
I
massage
like-
gun.
I mean,
We'll never see him dial it up again.
he does look 47. So, like him and Brady went to high school together.
So this is last year, just based off of looks.
No,
Got to retire.
he looks old this year. He looks old right now. Dedman, come on, dude.
No, he looks old.
Oh,
He's
I'm
got that
sorry.
Greg Oden.
I misread this. The
Uh-oh.
Heat are giving up a second round pick also.
What?
Just to take his ass. My bad.
I knew something sounded crazy. You didn't think so. Like, you didn't think that that sounded crazy. That
Did sound
somebody's
crazy.
giving up a second round pick for Dwayne Dedman.
that's why he had that look during that dinner with Riley.
Yeah, it was goodbye.
Ah.
Do you think they send the Theragun with him?
I think so. We're gonna miss that little.
Hey, by the
thing.
way, Dwayne, before you go, you're gonna need $300 for the gun.
If there's not one at his locker in San Antonio, they don't have a sense of humor.
Well,
See, you know what? I'll say this: like, you have to have an in with that dude to be able to tell the jokey jokes, right? New guy can't just come in and you put a Theragun at us unless you are like a Hall of Famer, right? So you got to know where you fit in. You can't just be like young guy or new guy coming in trying to play the little jokey joke. That usually ends up in a fight.
All right. Well, we'll see if this is a domino move or if this is just a tax saving move. We'll see. You got to give
Kyrie arrives in Dallas.
You got to give Cap Hoist Gracie, aka Andy Ellisberg, a little bit of maneuvering room. You know, that's what you got to do.
I got to tell you, that Andy Ellisberg, what a joy.
What a gem.
Never had a conversation with him that wasn't fun.
Did you see last night some of the videos from the Heat Gala?
No, that's why they didn't have practice.
Yesterday? Well,
The gala?
No, a gala.
The gala?
No. I mean, listen, I've hosted a gala. I know how to say it, Jennifer.
Yeah, and when you were there,
Hey.
I was present and I witnessed you saying gala.
I don't think I did.
So,
Hey.
joke's on you.
Hey, could I make Tobin any more uncomfortable than I did?
I couldn't even look you in the
He
eyes.
could.
I guess why our Heat Gala invite got lost in the mail, Leroy.
Who goes to the Heat Gala?
I
You
don't
know,
know. The Heat
Stun
players,
Steve.
they make the Heat players go so they don't practice.
The only guy I saw yesterday, I saw UD there and I saw Vic there. Vic was singing the Boys to Men.
He likes to sing.
He loves to sing.
He's
got
a good
beautiful
singer.
voice.
Got a good voice.
Beautiful
Yeah, for
voice.
sure.
And he can play D.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Shams bomb.
Big
Wayne
move,
Dedman.
baby.
Rats off a ship.
I'd say like a Shams firework.
Have we gotten to Leroy in the way that he looks at Galen? Speaking of Gala.
Ooh.
What do you mean?
Wow.
Oh, well.
Very adoringly. Like it looked like you had this look on your face like you really missed Galen.
Yeah.
Earlier today.
You know, I wasn't sure if I can show that, but like,
You had a
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
It was almost like a twinkle in your eye.
I definitely
is-
saw a twinkle.
I definitely saw a twinkle too.
Put your eyeballs back in.
Nah, I'm telling
Stop
you. Dude.
staring.
really is. Kind of looked like you were doing like a Don Bailey impression. It was really impressive. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What are we doing? I didn't.
What do you mean?
I was just like, hey, Lynn, haven't seen you in a minute.
You
Yeah.
missed him?
Hey, yeah, why wouldn't I miss Lynn?
He's a delight.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
I'm just happy you're feeling better, man. You were doing toe taps and stuff with like
No, that hurt.
Do you
like,
want to see what we're
I ain't gonna
referring
lie.
to?
I was gonna
Marcos,
say-
that hurt like hell.
I was gonna
But
say,
I couldn't
man.
stop. Like I could pull up lame. If Kyle Lowry could do it, I could do it.
I just saw Heat for
Look at the beauty.
take a
Look at that smile.
Look at this.
What are we doing?
Look at
Wait a
this.
minute.
Wow. dude.
I was there. When did I lay like that?
Since when do you model, Leroy?
For
Wait.
gay fish.
Dude, you were laying like that. That ain't a Photoshop.
You are looking good.
That is no way.
Swear to
Looking
God.
slim.
No one Photoshop that, dude. No one's that good at Photoshop.
That's why I don't come. Like, I don't
You know
wanna
you
be-
missed us.
like it's like, hey Leroy, how you doing? Good to see you. Let's get him.
Just admiring, man. We were
We
just-
didn't even make it to lunch.
You look adorable.
You
We
do.
didn't make it to lunch.
You look so happy.
Huh?
You
You look so
do.
happy.
Yeah. I tell you what
Mm-hmm.
sucks. Getting comfortable sleeping.
That's tough.
Yeah.
You got to put it
'Cause
like
of
you
that.
got to prop your leg up or something.
No, I do the old body pillow, you know, where you put the pillow between your legs.
It's good for your lower back.
What?
Body pillow in between your legs.
Really?
That's what they say. That you do a lot of stuff for your back though, don't you? Have the hang
Yeah.
upside down thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's just going in to take care of the body.
Well, clearly I'm not doing a good job of it. I've had thumb surgery and I broke my fibula
That's true.
in the last 5 months.
So
So
it's too much time in the pool. That's what it is. Your bones are mush.
pool is the only place I feel nothing hurts. Dude, I'm just out there just soaking.
This guy who puts up the Theragun in the rafters.
What?
Somebody put it
I just
there.
retweeted it. It's on you guys can go see it. Somebody's putting the Theragun in the rafters with the Heat right next to D Wade.
Right.
We'll take a break. We'll keep you updated with all things afloat. If you guys just tune in, Dwayne Dedman and a second round pick going to the San Antonio Spurs. We'll see if there's a follow up move. The Heat, I think, are just starting practice about now. So, we'll probably get some quotes from Coach Spo within about an hour's time or so. But next, we get to our favorite Tuesday game. The damage is done, my friend, is next.
Damage is done, my friend.
That's how he always returns back for Damage is Done. Pretends like he's taking a deep sigh. He goes, oh. And I'll let you know we're back for Damage is Done. Show Pony's just lounging. Hey guys, what's up, everybody?
What's up?
Missed you. Right or wrong, you start Damage is Done. Usually you go, Damage is Done.
Our favorite Tuesday game.
There you go.
If you guys are just tuning in, Dwayne Dedman and a second-round pick have been traded to the Spurs. Nothing in return, apparently. It was just a current cap-saving move. But we'll see. Could be a follow-up move that follows now that he can take back salary.
Do you think they put him in that game recently just to be like, can we get anything out of him? And then when he put up,
no, I think that they thought like we can't put Udonis Haslem against Giannis and Brook Lopez when Bam is out.
Nah, okay, that's fair.
And that's why they did that. And then they probably thought watching him play for the 11 minutes that he did,
yeah,
we should have probably just put Udonis Haslem out there.
That's fair. It's a good assessment.
I got to tell you.
Whew. Dwayne Dedman's minus or his plus minus this year, incredible. Like when he was on the floor and not Bam,
He was his own personal third quarter.
wow.
he was.
I'm interested. Now I got to see it.
He was his own personal third quarter.
Yeah, it was impressive, dude. Anyway, let's get to some of this. So Tom Brady told Colin Cowherd yesterday.
Oh, now he's doing Colin Cowherd's show?
Yes. Because he works for Fox. Wink, wink.
Uh,
And he told him that he's going to start broadcasting in the fall.
I know this answer.
Are you really getting distracted by an ESPN trivia question?
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Do you want to reveal it?
I think it's Dan Marino.
Okay. He told Colin Cowherd that he's going to start broadcasting in the fall of 2024. Not this upcoming season. Now, why would he keep this season open? Why would he do
Oh,
it?
He wants to work on his tan.
Are you crazy?
Why would he need a year off to start broadcasting?
Because
why would he do that? Why would you not want to start making $375 million?
Can I tell you why?
Go ahead.
For the last almost 30 years, this time of year has been, or the fall time of year has been dedicated to football. Why you don't know he wants to say, you know what? I'm gonna go watch my kids play this fall, and I'm not gonna.
Maybe.
He has enough
Why does that not make sense?
Maybe. Or
oh my goodness, you
keeping his options open in case something pops up, and all of a sudden, I want to get the old arm loose. Look, the damage is done, dude. I know what I could read the room. I know what's going on here.
So you
Damage is done.
You got mad at me, right?
Yeah.
For looking at TV and not paying attention. You reveal this.
Yeah. What do you got for damage is done?
Well, so I'm gonna go to a previous story I told, which is the old Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
And I wanted answers.
Answer for your crimes, Chick-fil-A.
I wanted answers. So I said, hey, do we get a discount? Free beverage? I got to settle for what you have and not what I want. But y'all don't seem to be lowering the prices. They go, well, we still have other chicken. I'm like, not the chicken I want!
Yeah, that's true.
I said the damage is done. How? Somebody, please answer this.
My friend.
How can you be a chicken place that specializes in chicken? You don't sell burgers. You don't sell baby burgers. You don't sell nothing. Everything you sell has chicken in the name.
Baby burgers.
And run out of chicken.
Oh, baby burger. Is that a slider?
Yeah.
Never
It
heard
sounds cute though.
It's like a White Castle burger.
Wait,
Baby burgers.
That's what I call them. Baby burgers. Got to eat like 5 of them just to get the same effects. And here's what the problem is. Here's why I don't like sliders, by the way. Okay?
Love sliders.
Because it's just too much bread. You end up eating a little baby burger. How about you just get you one big juicy burger, one bun, and call it a day? You got more meat than bread. If you eat sliders, you're just eating bread. There. Who's next?
J Fig, what do you have for damages done?
Well, did you guys watch the Grammys this year? I mean, this year.
Did
this
not.
weekend?
I did not.
No.
No, well, neither did I. But I did see something on Twitter trending.
Mhm.
Remember how Little Nas X got super canceled for the whole demonic shoe situation?
Yeah, he had like, didn't he like take Nikes and he put actual blood in them or something like that?
Yeah, and then like I think he had like a music video or something where he was.
Right. Well, he has sex with the devil.
There you go. That's what it was. Okay, cool. Well, somebody decided to kind of recreate this all over again, and I think the damage was done before. So why are you gonna do it all over again, Sam Smith?
Wow.
Whoa, calling him out.
Yeah.
Sam Smith had sex with
Damage
the
is
devil.
done.
How dare he?
Oh, he did the unholy video.
This devil,
He
huh?
did the unholy thing.
Gets
and
away.
there
Was
a
Kim
sh-
Petras there?
I don't
Petras?
know. I didn't really watch it.
Kim Petras.
Is that the girl that keeps showing up next to him?
Yeah.
Nah, I guess so.
Then yes, yes,
Hmm.
yes.
Yeah, he didn't do the song. That's not a song by himself.
Okay, well, she was
Okay.
in pictures with him, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
he brought up
With the
a
black, did she have
whole-
black and white, like a black streak with blonde hair?
Talking about roots.
No.
Black Roots?
She has black
No,
roots.
Kim. Okay.
What's going on here?
Yeah. Okay, there it is. Yeah, that's Kim Petras.
Man, those latex pants on Sam Smith are holding on for dear life.
Yeah, so basically he just brought up like a huge inflatable devil on stage and just a bunch of things. And
You got a
appar-
picture?
I'll send it to you now.
Sam
Thank
Smith, devil. Wow.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of overplayed out.
I mean, listen, he is really, really comfortable with who he is. Let's just say that.
I'll say.
Which is fine.
Which is fine, yeah.
I have nothing against him or
Yeah.
anything like that, but just the whole performance.
just,
But if you
Uh,
listen, here's the thing. If you listen to that song, like it's cool and the music's great. If you listen to the words of that song, then you understand why he's
The devil?
why he's
Well, I haven't really heard the song or the lyrics.
You've never heard
because
the
it's
song?
kind of annoying to hear.
Oh, you-
It's everywhere.
no, but here's the deal. You only need to listen to the intro because that's the best part of the song. Right? Marcos, that intro, I'm surprised nobody's using that as an intro for like basketball or something.
Yeah, it is.
It's
pretty cool,
coming.
for sure. And TikTok, man. TikTok, Leroy, you're up to date on your TikTok music.
Yeah, he
That's
is, and
another
he likes
TikTok
it
song,
too.
dude. That TikTok radio really has you up to date with your stuff, man. I mean, it's a good song, but yeah, he says unholy and a bunch of other unholy things. So
Yeah.
I get it. Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
All I know is the first part.
Damage is done.
The damage is done. I don't know.
I'm waiting for the picture. What are we doing?
Oh my bad.
But it can't be worse than Lil Nas X last year.
Yeah, that one was pretty bad. I do see that he has like a red top hat here with like devil horns and stuff like that. So
It-
yeah, people are kind of comparing it to it.
Lil Nas
mean,
X.
He didn't have sex with the devil.
yeah, that devil, huh? Gets around.
But I'm saying Lil Nas X, when he came out there all lubed up in the thong,
Whoa.
we were like, woo, caught you off guard.
Well,
I'm like, whoa, what we got, Lil Nas? What we got? Right? But that's like, didn't he did a song with, who was it, Jack Harlow? He did the song
yeah,
with?
he did.
Yeah.
That's the one that popped off for Jack Harlow.
Yeah,
What song was that?
last year.
Industry baby.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he came out with look, it was about 13 to 15 dudes lubed up in thongs.
Is that a bigger song than Tyler Hero?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it is.
Or Dua Lipa?
It's-
Nothing's bigger than Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
Jack
Oh.
Harlow has a song named Dua Lipa.
Yeah,
as
that's what I
well.
was referring
Oh.
to. And I
Hey.
know that would spark up
No.
that would spark up this kind of smile.
Hey,
actually.
wait,
Hold
hey.
on.
Hey.
Certified.
No,
boss.
what
There
about
you
what
go.
about the what about the Lizzo song?
She won.
But
Nope. He's talking about look,
Moon-
I feel like
Moonraker?
yeah, Moonwalker.
Moonwalker.
Go ahead and give it all the
I need to
information
catch up with
now.
all these new songs.
No,
I don't-
this one, it'll last about 3 seconds.
Marcos,
Because once you hear the first line, you were like, okay.
Marcos, what do you got for damage?
My damage is done goes to Jack Harlow, coincidentally enough. See that segue I planned there perfectly?
Hey.
That is because the trailer for White Men Can't Jump recently was released. And needless to say, Twitter is unimpressed. And
Oh, so he's doing it. Oh, so that's what that commercial was with
That's what I was
Kawhi.
telling
Yeah.
Marcos.
Well,
it
that
looked
New
like a
Balance
whole
commercial, right?
commercial.
So
like
Boy
the
Wonder didn't fix his
preview.
jumper.
Boy Wonder did not fix his jumper. And I think it's going to be one of those movies where you look back at the form and you think, this guy never played basketball a day in his life.
You know what they're doing, though? Here's what they're doing. If you put somebody famous enough in a movie, you don't need to make 100 million. You just need those followers to go see the movie and you're going to make some money. And I think that's what they're doing here.
To his credit, Jack Harlow's pretty funny. So maybe he'll make the movie funny, but I don't know, man. I just feel like you can't make a basketball movie with subpar basketball. It's just strange. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, how about this? Apparently, according to Watcher Guru on
Oh, yeah.
Twitter,
Mhm.
Super Bowl 57 bans cryptocurrency television commercials.
Wow. So what are they going to show? That was all
Wow.
last year, right?
Damage is done, my friend.
Too late.
Done, dude.
Damage is done, my
All
friend.
right, we'll take a break. Cat Talk coming on up. A big old ass kicking of the Tampa Bay Lightning last night. Matthew Tkachuk. That guy's awesome. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody.
Whoa.
Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM.
These rap lyrics are unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Let's get to some cat talk here. Brought to you by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out, all right? When it's game time, get that energy up. Make Celsius a part of your play. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers, who last night beat the Tampa Bay Lightning for the first time in 7 games, including the playoffs, and took them out 7 games, 7-1.
They didn't beat them. They
Let's
annihilated
go!
them.
Smited them, J-Fig.
Yeah.
Matthew Tkachuk. This guy's good.
He
Fresh off winning.
is really good.
Fresh off winning the All-Star Game MVP. Just a little, I don't know, 5-point game, 2 goals, 3 assists. Doing it all yesterday. But most importantly, for all the flack I take for this guy, all right, I'm the only guy in this town who defends him. Sergei Bobrovsky.
Yeah.
Last night was a wall, Leroy.
Yeah. Leroy.
Got it done, dude.
Leroy.
What's wrong?
He's frozen in real life.
What's wrong with y'all?
What do you mean?
That dude's goal giving is up there with Duncan Robinson's foul giving.
One game at a time, dude. Last night, he was a wall.
It's funny how you do the one game at a time thing
One game at a time.
with guys that you like.
That's my dude.
And now say Kyle Lowry. You're not that patient with Kyle Lowry.
I feel like I have been patient with Kyle
No, you
Lowry.
haven't.
I feel
No,
like
you
I
haven't.
haven't.
No, you
What do you, that's my guy, Low Dog. But now, sometimes things just don't work out. Happens.
You know what? I think there's another title for Kyle. Gone in 60 seconds.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll get some of your headlines here in a second. But first, let us hear from our guy Sergei Bobrovsky in the locker room last night. What did my guy Bob have to say last night, Jennifer, after the Winski?
It's a great 2 points for us, and it's huge. I thought guys did a great job from start to finish, and we beat a really good team too. So it's big for us. We have to build from it.
Coach was saying you looked pretty good before the break, but given that, how much did this extra week of healing mean for you?
Yeah, of course it's important. As a goalie, you have to be, your mind have to be free. Because you can control your action. You kind of like you receive the puck, and your mind have to be free and not hold anything. So. It was good decision definitely, and I feel ready to go, and I felt good.
Was it good to see some action early?
Yeah, definitely. It's like you never know with the flow of the game. There is sometimes you get like 15 shots in first 5 minutes, and then you see the next shots in the second period. So it's you're just trying to be focused. Stay with the moment and read the game, be in the game, and act accordingly.
I was just saying.
Your mind has to be free.
Feel the flow, dude.
He used all of the key words.
Yeah, for sure.
Enjoys.
For sure, that helps, for sure.
Obviously, the second half is so big for you guys. What I mean to start with a win like this with so many other big games ahead as well.
Yeah, it's big. So it's
2 points.
As I said, we played great game and against a really good team. So it's huge for us, and we have to build from it.
Thank
you.
Thanks so much. Thanks for
You got to focus on the flow, dude.
No, he doesn't say
You
that.
got to focus.
He doesn't.
Focus
You
on
gotta
the
be
flow.
open, Leroy.
Focus on the flow.
Well, that's the problem. Bob has been open too much.
As a goalie, you need to have
You,
as a goalie, you need to have a free mind. That's what they say. That's what he says. Free your mind. Anyway, Panthers win 7-1 over the Lightning. They're back on the ice. Let's see. One of the Cats back in action. They got San Jose in a couple days.
Home.
Yes.
That's cool. All-star and then get a week home.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good recharge.
I mean, the record has been. I mean, not the record. Their schedule has been crazy. First half
Yeah,
of
they
the
need
season.
some. I think they're home for like the next while. Let me see.
All right.
No, they got home. They got Thursday, Saturday, both at home. There you go.
I'll take it.
So before they head on the road. So you got San Jose and then Colorado. So some big ones coming up for the Cats. See if they can keep it rolling. Let's get some more headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know truck.
You guys are just tuning in. The Miami Heat have traded Dwayne Dedmon to the San Antonio Spurs.
You report that like it was some breaking news.
Alongside a second round pick, a 2028 second round pick, by the way.
That's like somebody saying, hey, Tobes, I know things haven't been going well for you. I'll give you a new car if you date my daughter. That's what that is. Right?
I think reports say they threw in a massage chair too. Am I reading that correctly?
Wow. It's something, but he is gone. The Heat, I believe, are practicing as we speak. So
we call that the Osweiler deal. Remember, teams were giving away Osweiler with the first round pick.
Please just take him.
Yeah, as Dade South says, that second round pick, sweetener.
Yeah, for sure.
Please take him.
Sweetener. That. Where is our little sweetener?
Jovic?
Yeah.
He's
Is he
hurt.
just okay?
He's got the back injury.
Because I was watching a Sioux Falls game on Bally the other day. I was
What
like,
is up with that? They're
this
playing
happens?
the Sioux Falls game, huh? That's like a new thing.
I didn't realize.
Valley is playing Sioux
No, they
Falls.
play him. They play him all the time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they even play replays, as a matter of fact.
I know.
I was
It
like,
seems like a
okay.
bit much.
Sioux Falls replay,
I mean,
huh?
it is Bally's. You're watching sports and fishing.
Yeah, I'd rather watch a little fishing. Than a
I
Sioux
might
Falls
go
replay.
watch a little Louisiana Law. That's my new show.
You really like that?
I love Louisiana
I
do
Law.
grew up with
they
that
do?
nonsense. I'll tell you how it is.
Dude,
Is
it
there
is.
law in Louisiana?
Oh, the fish and
There is.
wildlife do not play.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Here's the one thing you notice if you watch that show. It seems like there's no human life within miles.
Nope.
Everywhere they go. And there always seems to be a dirt road for a truck.
Interesting.
What you doing there?
Okay.
You fishing? Nah.
Mm.
Oh yeah, what you got in that cooler? So
Mm.
many fish. The guy was fishing all day.
Busted. Is that like cops? But like,
No,
fish and
but my
wildlife
question is, look, Cletus,
cops? Fishing all day.
Cletus, you know, if you have a cooler in the woods near some water, you gonna get accused of fishing,
Yep.
right?
Of course.
So
Are you not allowed to fish?
no, you need a
You
license.
need a license. You
What?
can't just take fish willy-nilly.
Oh my God! There's like half of the place is a swamp. You can't just fish.
Nope.
That's why they got. That's why it's called Louisiana law.
It's not
man.
Louisiana. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Sell
though.
it to them, not me, dude.
It kind of is.
Drive
though.
through daiquiri bars over there.
I gotta tell you, listen, and only in Louisiana will somebody put his fish on ice right next to his beer.
Didn't look like he had ice.
No,
It was
Oh,
just a cooler.
Just a
Really?
container.
I think the fish were trying to keep each other cool.
Oh God.
I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah, you need ice, man, because you don't know how long you're gonna be out there, and you know that fish smell.
Oof.
Oh,
Brutal.
brutal.
Not for him.
Not for him, dude. Meanwhile, you got Super Bowl week. You see this Nick Sirianni? I like the fact that he's admitting some petty. I like this.
Hmm.
You know, I don't
I
like.
mean, he does literally look 27 years old.
He's still.
He looks like a bro,
still
right?
A little bit of bro.
Mecca
yeah,
bro.
Little bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says, he has a little chip on his shoulder from Andy Reid not keeping him on the Kansas City staff when he came on over there. A little chip on his shoulder as he goes into
Wait,
this one.
so he was with Andy Reid in
He was on Kansas City staff when Andy Reid got the job,
and he didn't keep him.
and they didn't keep him. So he harbors a little petty.
But
Respect it.
he would. But here's why that's stupid. Because you probably did the same thing when you got to Philly
Maybe.
and brought your guys in.
Perhaps.
I ain't buying it. You
Wow.
falling for it. You just looking for
You,
stuff.
you think I'm just falling for Super Bowl fodder?
Yeah,
I'm just a little sick of the Kelsey brothers. It's enough of them already.
already.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably two of the
Oh,
nicest
God.
dudes.
We
right?
got it though.
Two
We
of the
got
nicest
it.
Sick
dudes.
of them already.
Now, how can you be mad at it?
So
Wait,
much Kelsey.
Oh my God.
neither
Everywhere you
Kelsey
look-
has
It's not
done
like they're not
anything.
likable or anything.
Oh,
Right. It's
man.
not like they're unlikable.
Yeah, but it's like we
Right.
get it. You're
Travis is
likable
pretty handsome,
enough.
too.
What?
What? He's a little handsome.
Oh,
Wow,
that's
just
interesting.
saying.
Your type, you like him gruff?
They're
Travis?
very handsome.
Whoa, both of them?
All right.
Nice.
The other brother, you know, from
He's
the
just a little
Eagles.
portly.
Mm.
He's a little
just-
portly.
He's gonna lose all that weight when he stops playing.
Absolutely.
yeah.
He's gonna
That's
lose
the
all
difference between black players and white players.
Really?
The black guys get bigger.
Hmm.
The white guys get super skinny because they try to keep that weight on when they
that.
play.
I'm terrified of saying and agreeing with
Hmm.
him. So.
No,
Well,
it's true. I'm
alright.
like
Take
that's
your
a
word for
fact,
it.
dude.
Yeah, but
It's a
you-
fact. I'm not look around. Right?
All right. Looking.
I mean, 2 initials. OG.
Gonna move on from that one. Poor OG. Somewhere he's like,
Trent Dilfer needs to get over himself, huh?
I don't understand. Yeah. Trent, you ain't that guy.
Here's Trent Dilfer. He's hating on Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Not impressed.
Modern day game does not impress me. It's super easy when you don't get hit as a quarterback and when you can't reroute receivers and when you can't hit guys across the middle. I love Tom Brady. I love Aaron Rodgers. I love these guys. It's not impressive. What's impressive is what they did.
Wow.
Now, I will say this.
Trent, you're not impressed.
Hold on. I can already tell you're fraud. This was taken out of context.
No,
Because he sounds like he was speaking to a group of people and there were quarterbacks that were in the crowd from a previous era.
I don't
And
think
he
so.
was appeasing them.
I think he was. I think this had to do with the documentary that he's in, that Baltimore Bullies thing. I think that's what that was. They obviously were a team that won on defense.
In spite of him.
In
And so
spite of him.
and so the guy who was insignificant in the win,
Yeah, it was a 30 for 30 interview.
hey, and the guy who was insignificant in the win because they talk about the bullies.
He's like,
You can't be the guy out there talking about how bad the quarterbacking.
he also coaches like he's like an instructor for modern day quarterbacks too. It's just such a strange.
It's
you're-
strange.
But you're like, no matter what era, you can't say you're not impressed by Tom Brady. Like,
Right.
even I hate Tom Brady,
But you can't.
but like I can't say I'm not impressed by him.
Oh, so you'll do that for Tom Brady, but not LeBron.
I am
What do you
impressed
say?
by LeBron.
No.
I still hate both of them. I've never said they're not good players.
Can I just tell you, your words right now are not that comforting for either guy.
Why?
Because you're just saying that
I'm not a
so you
phony.
don't seem like a jackass. But in the end, as soon as we go on break, you're going to trash both of them.
Yeah, because one has to answer for his crimes, the other one's a whiny baby.
But might be one of the best to ever do it.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Also, somebody get him his binky.
Point for Tobin.
I don't get you.
I'm gonna watch tonight.
Why can't you just acknowledge greatness?
I acknowledge Grace.
No, you don't.
I will watch tonight, and we will give props. And if he does it, we will play the highlights tomorrow, and we will play what he has to say. We will then obviously say that was a plant question by Dave McMenamin, you know, because he's going to talk about the memory of his first basket to this point to make it seem like he is like the Socrates of basketball. And
What are we doing here? I just got a out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, what are we doing?
Tom Brady with
You're
his
talking about
undies.
Tom Brady.
They're great, but you can't say you're not impressed with them. Like, that's silly. I'm impressed by it.
I've said it during his whole career.
Right.
And you're the one that
No, I never said I wasn't impressed. It's just, you know, the other stuff.
you don't stop, dude.
Tom Brady too.
Really?
Samesies.
Really? Well, Tom Brady went to what? 10 Super Bowls?
Yeah.
And LeBron's been to 9 finals?
Yes.
Right.
It's 9 or 10.
Maybe 10.
Maybe it is 10.
10 finals? That
No,
means you
9.
spent half of your career in the finals?
Losing finals.
A lot of losses.
A lot of losses. dude, I'm
More
just
losses
saying.
than wins.
Can I just say this? I'll take my chances that way.
I mean, okay.
If I had gone
Better
to the,
hope Goran Dragic gets hurt.
see,
Otherwise, you ain't winning, dude. Because there's always going to be that asterisk.
no, you mean as long as I'm doing this show with you, there's always going to be that ass.
Asterisks.
We'll take a break. 15 minutes of heat. What moves are coming? Are any other moves coming? Dwayne Dedman out the door. Back after this.
We're following.
All right, 15 minutes of heat here for you on 560 WQAM. In about an hour, we're going to talk to Mr. Marlin, Jeff Conine, now a special assistant to the Shermanator, Bruce Sherman.
Oh, he's back? Remember
He's back. Yeah, he's back.
All right.
He's back. Now that Jeets is gone, this is what I wanted. I want
Yeah.
Marlins legends to be around the team. I don't want Yankees legends around the Marlins.
Get out of here.
I want Jeff Conine and I want Mikey
Wow.
Lowell.
I
You know what
gotta
I saw
tell
the
you.
other day?
Who?
Guess what I saw? The Marlins had their caravan all around. Guess who was out hobnobbing out of Sedanos?
Dontrell Willis.
No, better. Antonio Alfonseca.
What?
El Pulpo.
Isn't he at the?
Oh yeah, six fingers.
I
dude.
should have known he said
The
Sedanos.
Dragon Slayer.
So you would have really struggled in Cleveland
What do you mean?
because Ozzie Newsome ended up being the player personnel and the GM of the Baltimore Ravens.
Why would I have struggled?
Because he's a Brown.
So
He went to the enemy.
to Baltimore?
Yeah.
You guys are like cousins.
No.
Kind of though.
Hey. No.
I mean, you were both.
Hey. No.
Kind of though.
You don't say that in Cleveland.
Oh, I will. Just when
You
I'm
know
around
what?
you.
You know what? I'm gonna take you to Cleveland.
Oh, please.
We're going
I
to
really
a Cleveland
don't- I
game.
don't wanna go to Cleveland.
We are
Do that.
going to
I
a
don't wanna
Cleveland
go to
game. You know why?
Roll Drag.
You know why? Because you talk so much trash about Cleveland.
Yep.
You need to go and witness
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Answer for your crimes.
Why?
You don't have to answer for his
I'm
crimes.
only gonna go
If
I
he
don't
feels the same way
Yeah.
after a weekend
Yeah.
in Cleveland,
Ugh.
then
only if I get to meet Stipe.
I mean,
Does he just hang out in Cleveland?
Listen, I know Leroy Horde
We'll
could
see.
find his way to Stipe. He runs a fire. He's a fireman.
Is he?
all right.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah,
Nope.
no, I knew that.
Part of Stipe's charm. God, by the
How
way,
about
I
Bone
was-
Thugs?
I was what?
Bone
What about
Thugs?
Bone Thugs? You can meet.
They're in Cleveland, too.
The Bone Thugs.
You're
they're-
gonna meet them at the crossroads?
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, so if you guys are just tuning in, the Heat, they traded Dwayne Dedman about this time
Hey.
last hour and a second-round pick to the San Antonio Spurs.
I think this is news that you could just let tomorrow's game play out and somebody say or hit us up on Twitter and go, hey, where's Dwayne Dedman? They traded him yesterday.
Oh, yeah, he's gone.
You guys
Yes,
want
it
to
is.
know? You know his plus minus for this year?
Yes.
Negative 101.
That's amazing.
That
So
is
he basically sat the bench for a whole game while the other team only scored.
Pretty
very
much.
bad.
It's like 4-on-5. They would have been better off just 4-on-5.
In comparison, the past 2 years,
They would have been better off 1-on-5.
Yeah, essentially. Negative 101. I didn't even know that was possible. I really didn't know that.
That's
was
worse in the league, isn't it? Well, no, it's
Gotta
hard to
close.
do that in the amount of time that he's played.
Yeah, he plays
Yeah.
he plays like 10 minutes a game.
He
What
played
was-
Right.
30 games this year.
What was his average minutes per game?
11.7.
You know how crazy that is?
That is ridiculous.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That is a torpedo on the
Yeah.
court.
It's very bad.
Like just you wonder why they're so exhausted. People are upset though on Twitter because they're like, "Oh, here we go. You brought Dwayne Dedman back for nothing." Let's see. Let's just see. I will allow criticism if this only turns out to be converting Orlando Robinson's contract. But if this is frees up some move, gives you a little wiggle room on some salary coming back.
Oh, so you think they're only doing this to
No,
make
I think
Orlando?
I think another move is coming. But that is a possibility. They could convert Orlando's contract now if they wanted to.
Now, question: when you sign with a team and you sign a 10-day, is the contract for the call up already determined?
What do you mean?
So, like when you say, "Oh, they're going to switch it over," do you have to renegotiate that, or it's already set?
I think it's already set, and he's not on a 10-day. He's on a 2-way.
Two-way is you
Two-way,
can only
he
play
can
50
go,
games.
He can
or
go up,
something?
he can go down, but he's almost out of up days.
Because you only get what 50 days or
Something like that,
Yeah.
yeah. And he's like nearly out of them. And I don't think that's gonna happen. First of all, he's a broken thumb right now, so that's not great. And second of all, Big Yurt's coming back.
More like a broken bum.
That would suck though, because he's been playing really good.
He was playing pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty
Soft
good for him.
hands. What were you looking at me for?
Who says that about another man?
He's got soft hands, dude. That was Tony Fiorentino's thing. One of the things that he always said about Hassan Whiteside, Say what you will. Tony Fiorentina would always say, soft hands, Eric, kept it in bounds. He was always impressed with that.
He did always catch the ball. I give him credit.
Soft hands.
Didn't
Now,
drop it a lot.
No.
Now,
Hold on.
Hassan,
Only
once
high.
he carded and he tried to dribble it, it was over.
Whenever he tried to put the ball down,
black hole.
Never good. But Hassan up.
Yep.
Above the
And also he had soft hands, but those hands were not very giving.
True.
So once he got
dude.
once he got it, you might as well just go play defense.
Yeah. Because it's either getting dunked or turned over.
Yeah.
But he was good at blocking shots. And by the way, very interesting now that all of a sudden people want to block shots again with this Jaren Jackson Jr. I didn't know that was cool all of a sudden.
Wait a minute. Not me. I've been talking about size all year. Another deterrent in the paint. So don't even come at me like that.
I'm not coming at you. I'm just
Okay,
talking. I'm talking
thank
about
you.
people.
Okay, people. What do you mean, you people?
All right. Tim Reynolds is tweeting out. Kyle Lowry will miss the next 3 Heat games and then be further evaluated.
Yeah.
Huh. All
Why
right.
would they do that?
Well, that's interesting. Huh. All of a sudden going to be further evaluated, huh? In LA.
I mean, not for nothing. Do we need 3 days to evaluate this? I don't.
Would you trade Lowry for Westbrook?
No.
They both suck.
Westbrook doesn't suck.
Pretty good in this role this
He's
year.
he's just hard on.
There is some fodder out there. There is some thought that Westbrook is going to get traded to the Jazz. They're going to buy him out, and then the Heat could pounce on him in a buyout. Just saying, it's out there.
Look, 15
Don't
points
look
a
at me
game.
like that.
I'll take it.
What? Dude, let me explain something to you. You do not want Russell Westbrook.
You know who he's close to, though.
I want Kyle
Close to
Lowry.
Vic. Little
Yeah.
off the bench
Friends?
tandem. Little
Yeah.
off the bench tandem with Vic and Russ.
That's all we need is 2 angry dudes. Jimmy and Westbrook on the same team. Goodness.
Hydra massage guns.
I tell you who's the opposite of that, though, is Vic. He's the nicest defensive stopper there is,
actually
right?
very nice.
I really missed him the last couple of games.
Me too.
Yeah, right?
Well, listen, there's one person on this set that does not have to explain how he feels about Vic because everybody already know.
I like how you refer to us as a set, like we're professional.
I like that. Action.
Set.
All right. So Kyle Lowry is going to miss the next 3 Heat games. So he is going to be out for the if he's still a member of the Miami Heat come Thursday.
Yes.
He would theoretically miss the Pacers game, the Rockets game, and then the Magic game. If he's still on the Heat, would be reevaluated, maybe ready for the Denver game come next Monday.
Or he can be ready on Thursday
to play
for
with
the Clippers.
for Kawhi Leonard. Or his friend, they could have their little tandem again. Kawhi and Kyle, you know? Won it for the Raptors. Now maybe they could do it for the Clippers.
I mean, it's a tie. Who how many games you think they'll play together?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because Kawhi, holy smokes.
I'm a fun guy.
And you know what? He is the only person in professional sports that has played as little as he has, and nobody says anything.
Nah.
No complaints. Is it because he got the chip?
Got 2 chips.
Two
different
chips.
teams.
Right, 2 different teams.
Prove the team
But
wrong.
is that I mean, isn't that crazy? You ever hear anything negative about Kawhi? Kawhi just refused to play for a team.
He just doesn't care. Like like if you, it's like we're gonna debate legacy with a man who just basically doesn't exist when we don't see him on the court.
It's true.
I've seen him in one other place. It's in that Jack Harlow commercial.
Right.
And other than that, for all I know, he goes and gets plugged in as a cyborg.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because he's doing a commercial and smiling and chuckling, and I'm like, huh, that's a first.
There was one time where like there was video of Kawhi Leonard at a strip club, and I was like, man, I didn't know that he would have fun like that. I guess he is a fun guy.
He didn't look like he was having fun.
Of
though.
course he looked like but I would like if you just read off a personality, you're like Kawhi Leonard, it feels like strip clubs would be an inconvenience to him.
But just
loud.
imagine that. Think of like Are we so far off at what we think of Kawhi and what everybody else thinks of Kawhi that's around him? Because nobody ever complains about Kawhi is like he never plays and nobody complains about it. Why is that? He's the only athlete to get away with that.
I don't know. I just think that people know he doesn't care. Because LeBron, we know he cares. Kevin Durant, we know he cares.
Yeah.
You know, even Kyrie, he cares. Like but are you gonna get to Kawhi Leonard? He doesn't have
It
existence.
just seems
on
like
social
Kawhi.
media.
Kawhi just comes and says, "Nah, I ain't playing this year." See y'all next year.
Whatever you say, Kawhi. We'll see you when you see
Right?
it.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. All right. So that's the news this hour right now with the Heat is that Kyle Lowry, he's gonna miss the next 3 games with knee soreness, and they'll evaluate him afterwards. What happened?
I'm racing my trucks.
Oh, you're a child. And then Dwayne Dedman has been traded along with a 2nd-round pick to the San Antonio Spurs. These are the dominoes right now for the Leroy.
Okay, seriously, I want to see a camera on this.
Yeah.
All right, do it one more time.
Something tells me the
now I got a GI Joe underneath the.
I'll get it.
it's the black truck faster than the other one.
Crack kills, Tobin.
Take it easy, dude. Watch yourself.
Yeah, right. No, just want to know.
Ready?
Just want to know. Where'd you get these from him? I am impressed. Giving a play-by-play for the radio audience. Currently, Leroy is
Tobin
winding
the
up
white one.
his truck.
I'm the black one.
Okay.
Interesting.
Ready, get set, go. That's about how that race will go.
Smoked
Technically,
him.
mine did go further though.
Yeah.
Where did it go the other way?
Slow and steady wins the race. huh?
Mine gives the extra effort because of intangibles. We'll take a break. Get to more silly sauce on the other side. Back after this.
lover that's always undercover. And I talk to my daddy, say, send your 18 till you're down on it. And it's sure to be a changing way. The big cheerleader, that's the real big leader.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Jeff Conine, he's going to hop on with us next hour. We'll talk to Mr. Marlin, get his thoughts on all things fish.
Can we ask him about
baseball? Leroy almost killing him.
Yes, please.
Yeah, of course. You thought we were going to leave that off?
Yeah, like I don't know if that's like a soft subject. He almost died that day, apparently.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a soft subject or not.
We'll figure it out.
We will figure it out, dude. We will figure it out.
Can I just say,
Hmm?
it's very cute that Leroy, even when you're not in the room, he's still staring at you. Look at his laptop. He has a picture of you up right now.
Does he?
Does he?
As we speak, yes.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It's really cute.
Oh,
You're in his head.
It's a photo shot from Dade South, though. Not quite the same.
Okay.
You're in his head.
Still is a picture. Well, where's Leroy, by the way?
I have no
I
idea.
have no idea.
How does he get lost this way? He can't move that fast.
Just to update you guys, we are following all things Miami Heat trade deadline news today that they have traded Dwayne Devin and a second-round pick to the San Antonio Spurs for cash considerations. Basically, get the hell out of there, hit the bricks, cause some flexibility, get them off the tax line, and also Kyle Lowry, the probably the most recognizable name on the Heat roster that may get dealt. He is going to miss the next 3 games for Miami with knee soreness, and then he will be reevaluated. And multiple reports out of practice today. Orlando Robinson apparently is going to be playing tomorrow. He fractured his thumb, still going to play. So there you go. Boom.
All right.
Also, we have some breaking news.
More breaking news.
Yup.
Let's hear it. Want to wait for Leroy? Saw that look out there.
The Miami Hurricanes.
Whoa.
Have not hired Jason Taylor as the defensive coordinator.
All right.
Wow.
Which
What
I
a tease.
What the hell
am
is that?
disappointed in.
Is it Charlie Strong?
No.
Oh,
It's
so
not
even him.
Charlie Strong.
Oh, okay.
It's not Charlie
So
Strong.
we're not. So we don't want to win then.
I mean,
Who is it? I need names.
all right. They have hired
Yes.
Tulane defensive coordinator
Okay.
Lance Guidry to be their next defensive coordinator. So
Alright.
there you go. Now apparently was number 3 in yards given up per game this year.
I was just
So good defense. Good defense.
All right.
But in fairness, Lance Guidry, not as handsome as Jason Taylor. Just got to say it. Dude.
I haven't seen him yet, but
He's
his
got a
name-
rugged kind of look to him, but I,
Lance Guidry.
Yeah, from Tulane. New
Oh.
Canes defensive coordinator.
Guidry.
Oh, so it's not Jason Taylor.
Oh,
Nah.
man. Not even close to his hands.
Nah, not even close to his hands. But
Oh
still,
my
I'm not going to
Hey,
say
is Guidry, is he related to, is he from Louisiana?
he is from Louisiana.
Because there's a lot of Guidrys, Ron Guidry. Is he related to Ron Guidry, the pitcher?
I don't know, dude. I'm looking.
He's from Louisiana too.
He is from Louisiana.
Yeah.
But for right now, he is now the Canes defensive coordinator.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised.
Multiple reports.
And here,
Canes Sport, the first one. Gary Furman.
I wouldn't be
be the
surprised
first one to report
if
that,
they
I
kicked the
believe.
tires on the Jason Taylor thing. But I would say no. Jason Taylor got kids in college himself. He don't want to spend all that time being a defense coordinator, which is what I said to you yesterday.
You don't know that he doesn't want to do it. Maybe they just didn't want to hire him for it.
I'm never going to get the turnover chain back.
You think you were going to get the turnover chain with Jason Taylor?
Nah, no way. You might have got like turnover cologne.
Oh.
Turnover glow. They just
Yeah.
like spritz a glow on you.
All right. So there you go. Lance Guidry is your new Canes defensive coordinator. So that got settled. They seemed like they figured that one out quick. Still not with the offensive coordinator, though. That one's taking a little bit more time.
Yeah, they're interviewing Matt Patricia to see if he can
Oh my goodness. Would that be like
redeem himself.
No. He already didn't Matt Patricia already go to coach of rehab?
Nah, did he?
You can't go to another coach of
I
rehab.
think Matt Patricia.
Oh no, that
you're
was
thinking of Bill O'Brien.
I'm thinking of Bill
Ah,
O'Brien. Bill
yep,
O'Brien.
yep,
Bill
yep,
O'Brien.
yep. Well, whatever. Cool, I guess. Should I feel
Tulane.
happy? Leroy, tell me if I should feel happy about this. Do you know Lance? He's from your area. Should I feel happy about this?
No, I think check the Guidrys is a very popular name in Louisiana. So I know Ron Guidry was a pitcher.
I mean, his numbers at Tulane, like his national rankings last year, were very impressive.
Didn't he go undefeated or they lost in bowl game?
They
lost a bowl game.
Yeah, I'm looking right now, like in national rankings.
Oh,
He's
nice.
got his own graphic on his Twitter account.
Oh, they were better in their conference than national champion UCF. That's amazing.
Third down defense, number 1, total defense 2, stop rate. I didn't even know that was a thing. Stop rate, second. in the
What is
nation.
stop rate?
Oh,
Oh, you
dude,
know
it's
what
with the
stop
rate
rate
you
is.
stop them.
Oh, they were in the top 10?
I mean,
didn't realize that.
Isn't stop rate also considered scoring?
I don't know, dude.
Because if you score, you don't stop them, right?
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I don't know. Maybe field goals don't count. Do you want me to look up stop rate?
I'll look up stop
He's
rate.
number 2 in stop rate, dude.
How about the players? What are they number 2 at? Because they were terrible.
Who?
The defense.
Tulane? Oh, you're
No.
talking about this past year?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm talking about the Canes.
I don't want to know what the Cane stop rate was. I know it was.
Stop
It was
rate.
probably last. The,
Stop her. Hey,
You watch Middle Tennessee.
they played
State.
the whole season under yellow light. Proceed with caution.
Can't even find their stop rate rankings.
The Canes last year.
Yeah.
Not great, Bob.
No,
can
they,
imagine.
stop rate was no.
Didn't
Never.
They had a go rate. Do you want to hear the go rate?
Go.
Dade South does point out beat USC in the bowl game this year.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now. They were top
Who?
10. They ended the
Tulane.
season top 10.
They finished top 10. They only had one loss, right?
You know what I call that?
What's that?
Good get.
Okay, I'll take that.
Oh,
Good get.
That was a good get.
oh my goodness. What are you doing?
What?
It's a good get.
Triple G.
You didn't even know who the hell this dude was.
Oh, dude, it's Triple G.
Where
Good
do you
get Guidry.
Okay.
Lance Romance.
What's going on?
Sans Pants.
You're unhinged.
What do you mean?
-1.
Just going. No pants, Lance? I don't know. I've seen Lance. Keep your pants on, Lance.
What are we doing? Why are you doing this?
Bruce Feldman.
Bruce
Let's see.
Feldman, the actor?
No, dude. What?
Corey
the
Feldman?
College
Corey
football
Feldman.
reporter.
Oh, that's Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman? Bruce Feldman? Hopefully Corey Feldman's not coaching anything.
Uh-oh, we got the there's too many people in the building.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
I've been kicked out for almost 2 segments.
Oh, there you go. We gotta just get a
Ooh.
camera on that thing.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leroy, I'm gonna get you that for Christmas.
All right. Well, shout out to the Canes, man.
Rock hard internet.
Getting it done. By the
Getting
way,
it done.
speaking of defense, you see this Javon Holland
Oh yes.
throwing some cold water on this Aaron Rodgers prediction from Colin Cowherd.
Yeah.
All right.
What happened?
Well, this Cowherd, he can, and he's going to be a big phony when he interviews Tua. How many phonies do you think we're going to see when Tua gets interviewed at the Super Bowl, huh?
Oh, what is he going out there?
Yeah, of course. Get $1 gazillion to talk about, Kia.
You think Tua's going out there?
I know he's going out there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's doing the Radio Row rounds, dude.
Remember he did Radio Row when you and Robbie
We
were
investigated.
checking his limping?
We were. That was boots on the ground. That was OG boots on the ground.
Yeah.
We followed Tua. We stalked Tua at Radio
That's what-
Row to check his limp.
I was at Radio Row and didn't recognize my own player.
Yeah, he didn't know what Vinny looked like.
Dude, all that
Good
gray hair
job.
threw me off.
Wow.
Threw me off.
Some friend, Leroy.
No, man. I like Vin. Vinny's one of the nicest football players I ever played with. I've never heard him yell. Ever.
Nice. Successful too. So
Yeah.
that's surprising. Usually those soft guys,
No, he was he's just very laid back. Had a
Wait,
cannon.
so let me get this straight with this Guidry.
Mm-hmm.
They poached him like he was
Yeah.
gonna go to Tulane, and he
Oh, so he wasn't already a coach at Tulane?
wasn't at Tulane.
Where was he?
He was at Marshall.
Marshall?
That's completely different.
Now there were still all those stats are true, the stop rate and all that. Marshall had good stats. That
What was
being
Marshall's
said,
record?
I don't
I
believe
don't
you
know.
now.
Point is,
You don't even read the
They're
internet
fake.
good.
I
Marshall
was told he was
was
Tulane's defensive coordinator.
9-4.
I'm going on the fly here. You think I know who Tulane's defensive coordinator is?
You don't know that? Everyone knows that.
Thought you would have known, dude.
Why would I know?
True. New Orleans.
I don't live in New Orleans.
I don't know, but they recruited you. I thought you kept on all things Green Wave.
He's a Guidry.
I'm not a kid.
You're basically, they call you the waiver.
I don't think so.
No. Green wave.
But anyway, so yeah, Tua, he's gonna be making the rounds. Colin Cowherd's gonna be a big phony. And that's saying that he went out here and he said, where the hell is this? On Aaron Rodgers. It's the herd. That's how he started it.
Sounds about right.
So he said on the Dolphins, they should trade for Aaron Rodgers. He said, the Jets don't have a QB. New England has one, but he's limited. And look at Josh Allen and the Bills regressing. So then Dolphin Nation puts this Photoshop out of Aaron Rodgers right here, Leroy, in a number 8 Dolphins jersey. Devon Holland, he said with a little eyebrow raise, not in that number. Which could be taken in multiple ways.
For sure.
I think he's just insulted that they used his number.
I think this has nothing to do with anything other than you put him in number 8.
Which is his number. He's the snowman.
Right. That's all that has to do with. So don't do you.
I'm not doing me.
You are.
I'm not
You're
doing
getting ready to do it.
I'm not doing it.
You are.
I think
you're getting ready to.
I think he does.
You're getting ready to do that thing.
That way in the camera with your mic.
No, because in 2 seconds, I want to be able to make a rapid.
No. I agree with you.
I want to get into your. And about 2 seconds, I want to get to your picture when you keep doing what you get ready to do, which I ask you specifically not to do.
But some are saying,
no.
Okay, is he, throwing some shit? I don't think that he is. I think Snowman's just saying, hey, that's my number.
Yeah.
But some may think that he's still intrigued by Aaron Rodgers with the eyebrow raise emoji.
No.
Did you see the response to the tweet that he had, though? Where, he's like, not in that number. And the guy responded, said, well, in this scenario, you're a Packer. Just it's the case, I guess.
We know trucks.
All right, you know what? No more toys.
You guys are getting very distracted.
No more toys in the studio.
Because he's trying to make up some scheme that has Aaron. First of all, here, I'm reluctant to do this. And I've always been reluctant. Hell, even when I played, I was reluctant to do this. You don't get rid of young talent for old talent if it's not a guarantee. You understand what I'm saying? And one of the things that is hard in these situations is your quarterback will be older than your head coach.
Yes, he will be.
And he's already surly and ornery. How's that going to play with laid back Mike McDaniel?
I feel like they would vape together. I don't want it to happen. I'm just saying, I think it would go okay. Theoretically.
Even with the curmudgeon.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
But I don't want him. I'm a Tua guy.
Then why did...
Well, it's just out there.
See what I mean?
It's out there
See
in
what
the
I mean?
internet ether.
You guys, I'm looking at you, J-Fig. I'm looking at Margaret. Y'all look at me and say, why? Don't do it. Don't do it. Because I know this is where we always going to end up.
What do you think about the term? What do you think about the slogan, Giddy for Gidry?
-1.
See? I know Ron Guidry, he played for the Yankees, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's from Louisiana.
You know what they would say when he gets to the mound? Giddy for Gidry, dude.
-1.
He's trying to find ways just to piss you off.
I know. You know.
Oh,
I'm not. Guess what?
Kelsey mom.
Guess what?
Leave Kelsey alone.
Why you?
Don't
Of
come after
all the
Kelsey.
people, you actually went after the 2 nicest people in the NFL.
You just
and their
throw
mom.
ring light.
And their mom.
And the mother.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Look, old sweet mother of
I saw a
Travis and
quote.
Jason Kelsey.
She was. They asked her about doing the coin toss. She goes, "I don't want to coin toss." Even she's tired of the attention.
Yeah.
I think she doesn't know she has 2 kids in the NFL.
Played in the Super Bowl.
Did she get paid for
Didn't the twins play against each other?
Rondé and
No. Not Rondé and Tiki. They can't play in the Super Bowl together because they were both in the NFC. the McCourty.
Oh,
McCourty
Jason
twins.
and
The
Devin.
McCourty twins, yeah.
I don't know.
I think they did.
They're on the same team. I'm not sure. Were they?
Then they
ever-
won with New England.
I think they did. Yeah, they're old. They had to be in the New England system for one of those championships, at least the Atlanta one.
We'll take a quick break. You guys can text the show 305-567-0560. Jeff Conine going to join us next hour. Get you caught up with your headlines, see what the Heat are up to. Back after this. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Oh man, who are you referring to there?
So we were having a dog conversation. Who has dogs?
Well, apparently everybody in this building.
And I showed them picture of my dogs. They're like, "Oh, look at the dog." Da, 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 da. I'm like, man, and say I can't understand how people can have multiple dogs. I said, well, basically, 2 of them are always on each other, so you don't have to worry about those 2. They're like actually one dog. He goes, "Oh, you're the problem. Get your dogs fixed." I'm like, no, the puppies cost like $1,100-$1,200. They go, "That's the problem. Dogs gonna be roaming the street." I'm like, if somebody spends that much for a puppy, that dog ain't roaming the streets.
How is that a problem?
Wait, so Luna and Zeus are humping?
Dude.
What the hell is going on in the Warren household?
Dude, let me tell you this.
That's why they're always barking back.
No, let me tell you this.
That's why Leroy's here today. Too loud in my house.
Zeus is terrible at his job.
Wow.
Gotcha.
He is, oh my
Too clumsy?
goodness. But no, the funniest thing is like when he tries and Luna gets tired of it, she just sits down. Or she does the thing with her tail like this.
Wow.
She does the windshield wiper with her tail. Zeus gets mad and runs away.
Vinny V
It's
says
hilarious.
Luna's being Big Spoon.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Hey, Rock Legends Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper are coming to the I Think Financial Amphitheater in August, the Freaks on Parade Tour. For your chance to win tickets, enter online at WQM.com. Those tickets courtesy of Live Nation. Leroy, can we get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover law firm?
I mean,
YourAccidentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
doesn't Sal Pal's teeth look too white? Look at that.
It's like it's a thing going around right now.
That's
Between him and Tim Legler.
Dude, you've never drank a cup of coffee?
Was there like a special in Bristol on tans and whitening of teeth?
I don't know. I'm very concerned.
I mean,
It's not even spring yet.
all right.
Is
So, hey, it's partly cloudy now.
Yep.
Winds are still out of the east. Look at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. And I would say it's about low to mid 80s.
All right. Well, we got coming up in about 15 minutes. We'll talk to Jeff Conine, Mr. Marlin. Looking forward to that baseball season. We got Fan Fest coming up on Saturday. We'll be out at spring training coming up in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, we'll be up in Jupiter for the first workout day. So that'll be fun. Excited
The
about
first
that.
workout day?
First workout day, dude. First full squad workout. Everyone there.
So what are they going to do? Just
Hit baseballs and
Workout.
shag flies.
no, they don't. How the thing about baseball, they go from 0 to 60 quicker than any other sport. But I would say basketball is pretty quick too.
Basketball's training camp's a week.
Right. But then they play preseason games and
Yes.
then they go. Whereas you practice for like 3 days and you're playing games in baseball.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a
Right.
week. It's like a week.
And then you play like 3 weeks of baseball.
Right. But then
So-
there's also World Baseball Classic for some of the guys too. Although I don't think they're letting Jazz play.
First of all,
he was
what?
going to play, I think, shortstop for Great Britain.
I blame you.
Why?
Chisholm's from Great Britain.
Well, he's from the Bahamas.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So
Yeah.
So
So
what did I do?
send me a picture of Jazz
Okay.
looking like Flavor Flav.
I don't think we were. I don't
Wait,
think
are
we
you
sent you a
saying
picture. I
I
think you
sent
just.
you?
I think you just saw that on television and texted us.
I
Did
didn't
I?
do that.
Yeah, because he was at the Canes game last night.
Yeah, he was at the. Oh, that's what it was.
He was
I
at the
saw it on
Canes
TV.
with Jorge Soler
Yeah.
and Avi Garcia.
Minus
They
one.
were sitting
I
with John
was so
Jay.
confused.
-1
Dude. He
What?
had on a big old chain.
I know.
for lying,
You're hurting my feelings.
Hey,
for deception,
slight oversight on my part, dude. I apologize.
Yeah, accuse her.
You accused me. You pointed fingers at me.
Yeah.
Right.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Getting to some headlines here brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Leroy's Toys now. If you guys are watching, we're
Look at
streaming live
that
on
truck.
YouTube.
Yes.
Miami 560 WQAM is our
Raptor.
channel there.
I think I need
I
to
want
get
one.
I need to get an SUV.
Ooh.
I need to get like an Expedition or something like that.
Can you get the
XL.
paint job that your car has? How much would that
No.
cost?
Wait, why would you say an SUV?
Huh?
Why would you say an SUV? You already have an SUV.
No, I'm talking about
A truck?
Yeah, like
a
one of the-
flatbed?
He's talking about like the toy.
The toy.
Oh.
Thanks for paying attention to the show, J Fig.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Be specific, Leroy.
Everybody else
For
knew what I was
sad.
saying but you.
I was very
Seriously,
confused.
and lashing out.
It is lashing out, right?
Wow.
For lashing out.
Following the Heat, they had practice today. The news and
Without
headlines out
Dedmon.
of that. Dedmon, he's traded to San Antonio.
Mm,
They didn't get anything back.
gonna miss him.
Wait, get anything back? They had to ship it with treats.
They they
Sure.
traded him in a second round pick. They got back cash considerations.
Huh.
I don't even know what that means. Kyle Lowry is apparently going to miss the next 3 games to reevaluate his knee. Trade deadline's tomorrow, and Orlando Robinson's coming back from a fractured
Trade
thumb.
deadline's Thursday.
You're right. Sorry, Thursday in 2 days. So they'd have one more game before the trade deadline, but Kyle Lowry shan't be playing in that game.
So you think here, realistically, this is what it looks like to me, just based on what them streets are saying. Kyle Lowry is going to end up with the Clippers.
Possibly. Or the Raptors.
Back with the Raptors?
Yeah, I could see that happening.
And who's coming here?
Who knows?
Precious? We get Precious back?
Oh, I love Precious back. That'd
That'd
be
be
nice.
nice.
You sure?
There's some I don't know. It's I mean, you'd probably have to give up a haul of picks to give
Because
up.
it's Precious. Precious is like the second coming of Justice Winslow, right?
Don't be so hard on him.
I'm just saying that's it kind of has that vibe.
Siakam salary matches up.
Ooh, Siakam.
Oh,
Siakam and Bam, samesies
together.
together.
Spicy P.
And Siakam can shoot the 3, so you could leave Bam do what he does.
JP, why don't you
What the
actually get
hell
that thing
is
a
going
table?
on here, guys?
Why don't you just get one that clips?
Aggressive.
Yeah, so we give
Why
him
you have a ring like the size of the sun?
It's what?
a little,
Size of the
You got
sun?
the-
What do you mean? What is
a
that?
little spicy P?
Yeah, but he doesn't move it.
Not my fault. People move things in here.
What? This table is attached to Earth.
You're lashing out.
What are you moving?
They move everything here.
What does that have to do with the light
Whoever
falling?
sits here, they always
That's
move
Hockman's
things
spot.
in here.
Hockman, call him out.
Say it by name.
Call him. I'm gonna get him on the
Mark Hockman.
Wow.
Whoa!
She did it.
We got beef.
Also, I don't know. There's also probably Brian Monroe sits here.
Whoa!
Whoa.
When does Brian Monroe sit there?
When
Every
he's
once
on
in a while.
Joe.
Every once in a
Yeah.
while. Last Friday, maybe.
He's gonna probably
I
break
think
down
Solana
the Gidry.
has also been
Yeah.
here.
Solana, yeah, he does. He does.
He
sit
does
there.
sit here. Why don't you guys sit in that one?
Well, I think we know.
Solana.
It's infected.
OG Ananobi.
Ooh. But I just don't feel like why would they accept this is for Kyle Lowry.
Why do they want Kyle Lowry
Why
back?
the hell would they take him back?
For Goosies.
I guess
They
but, like,
stink. You bring him back for the Goosies.
You already had a Van Vliet though. That is
He's gonna
new
have to
Kyle
give up a
Lowry.
bunch of picks, obviously, for the Heat.
Okay. So it's not just like
No. It's not gonna be play. Yeah, it's not.
I was like,
And
what's
you
in
don't
it for
have a
them?
bunch of picks, so it'll be a 3-way
they
trade.
have their picks. They have their picks.
Didn't
do they?
didn't someone what was it Dallas that just gave up the 2029 pick?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I didn't realize you can go 6 years.
Oh,
in
you can go. I
advance.
think 6 years.
You just
too.
can't go consecutive
Yeah, you
years.
can't go consecutive years.
All right,
A lot
well,
of
give him-
confounded rule. Riley doesn't even believe in draft picks anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
He likes a pick every other year.
Oh, wait, except a couple of years ago when he said, everybody thinks I don't think about it. Because you said it!
Maybe a couple picks and
Sweetness.
So you send Kyle Lowry, right?
couple firsts.
No, a first and Duncan Robinson.
Dude, what would we like? That's like half the salary cap.
What?
You want to send Duncan Robinson to Toronto? You want them
And
to
then
take
we
Duncan
get-
Robinson and Kyle
And then we
Lowry?
get
16 million?
Siakam.
Trying to completely nuke their cap.
We get into Siakam.
Yeah, but all right.
So I have a question.
Yep.
If you swap picks and then trade that pick, does that technically is that your?
You could do pick swaps too. Like if they end up.
But I'm
with-
saying, so say if the Heat gave away, if the Heat already traded away their 2023 draft, and they had a 2024,
Mhm.
could they swap or swap picks and then
They'd have to-
trade it?
No.
Okay.
No, I think 23 is the last one they owe. I think OKC has it. that was from. Felt like it's gone to like 4 different teams.
Don't they just have like 22 picks? OKC. Don't they have
Yeah,
just like a lot of
they're
picks
greedy.
piled up?
Everybody thinks that Sam Presti's a genius. You know,
Just a lot of picks, dude. Good luck. Good luck.
So anyway, Kyle Lowry, he'll be reevaluated in a few days.
I would
maybe
if I had a choice. Definitely would love Siakam. Oh, that's like OG Bam.
Tickles your fancy?
Oh yeah,
little spicy
dude,
P.
I would go there.
Wow.
Then that's number 1 on the wish list. Number 2, I go Miles Turner.
He's not coming here.
And number 3, Miles Turner been getting traded for 17 years, and he only been in the league for 8.
They just gave him an extra $17 million this year.
What is their plan? They just like
I don't know. You know what? Maybe we can find out what their plan is tomorrow. They're in town.
Oh yeah, we'll ask them.
You know,
nice.
Maybe Miles Turner will be flirting. Big performance. We could see.
When's the deadline?
Thursday.
We have time.
He can just leave. He can just stay here.
He could just stay here. He could just stay here.
But now that you got me all excited about Siakam,
Well, I'm sorry if I got you excited because we might just end up with a Morris twin. I don't know.
Okay.
Morris twin and a Luke Kennard.
Not gonna lie, man. It's
Luke
been a big
Kennard.
swing and a miss this entire season for the intangibles.
the actor,
He does sound like an actor. Luke Kennard does sound like an actor.
he is an actor.
He's not
Is
an
he?
actor.
What's that guy's name? Kennard.
I don't know what you're talking
There is Gary Kennard. Isn't it Gary?
Yeah, I think it is Gary.
Yeah.
Hell is Gary?
You got
Kennard?
Gary.
Who is Gary
Kennard.
Kennard? No, it's not Gary because this guy's a real estate agent in Ontario, Canada, right now.
Gary Kennard.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not it.
I'm telling you, it's not it, dude.
What is it called? No, I'm trying to think.
Now I'm googling Kennard.
You know what? We got to figure this out. But first, we got to go. We got to take a break because Jeff Conine, Mr. Marlin's going to hop on with us, and we'll ask him if he's ever heard of Gary Kennard.
Don't ask him that, please.
movie is this from?
Dude, you always ask me that. Like, you have like such a, you can recall soundtracks a lot better than I do.
It's a Marvel movie. I know. I know what
it's Captain Marvel.
Oh, all right.
When what's her name? Annette Bening was singing, dancing. I think she was Marvel. You know, I just music takes me to a point in my life, and I remember things through music.
You remember today when I told you we were going to have Jeff Conine on. You remember it almost hitting him with a golf ball.
Yes.
Let's go out to the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop over 1,500 Toyotas indoors in one of America's largest showrooms at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. There he is, Jeff Conine, two-time champion with the Florida Marlins. His dogs are joining us as well. And he's now a special assistant to Bruce Sherman. Jeff, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining us.
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
None. Will you please tell them that when you live in a house on the corner like that, you're susceptible to golf balls?
We are susceptible, and I appreciate all donations from all the golfers that donate to my backyard. There's only one golfer, though, that I would like to get a hold of or in touch with. Is the one that put one through the back windshield of my car that was in my driveway.
Oh, my God.
Over the house?
Over the house.
Around? Oh, my goodness. No, his house is here. The driveway's in the front. So it's nearly impossible to do that.
It's a 1 in a million shot. I want to meet that guy or girl. Whoever hit that ball, I want to meet him.
Very impressive. So, Jeff, you're going to be out at FAU coming up in March. You're going to be doing and speaking to some people about the state of Major League Baseball. How did you link up with this and getting over there?
A good friend of mine that I met lives up in Boca and knows Cammie Batchelder, who is organizing all these talks through FAU. So I'm going to do one in both campuses in Boca and one up in Jupiter.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Jupiter one's convenient. It's right there with the spring training facility.
Exactly. Yeah, it'll be really close to that one.
It was a lot of fans were excited, Jeff, to hear that you're back with the organization, that you're going to be a special assistant to Bruce Sherman. How did this all come to be that you're back with the team?
Yeah, Bruce reached out to me shortly after Derek Jeter's departure in March and said he'd just like to talk. He'd heard a lot about me and the organization and with the fans and such. So we kind of had a couple phone conversations. Then after the first of the year, after the start of the season, we met and just had breakfast together and talked about the organization and me possibly coming back. And, he said there's going to be a lot of changes going on this year as far as organizational moves and such. And let's keep in touch, but we'll talk after the season was over. So, day after the season was over, Bruce gave me a call and things went from there. And I'm super happy to be back.
Does it seem like they're trying to not necessarily build something? In the past, the Marlins have tried to put things together rather quickly. Does it seem like now they're on a path to sustain something for a long period of time with how they're doing things?
Yeah, I think they're trying to rebuild a culture in this organization, and that's got to be from the ground up. That's your rookie ball teams, your minor league teams, A ball, AA, AAA. That entire feeder system that gets to the big leagues, because Miami's a challenging market, as you know, as far as revenue is concerned. And we can't go out there like the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs and just make a big splash in free agency. We got to develop our own guys. So I think right now the focus is, especially with bringing Skip Schumacher and his team in, is that we got to build this culture, a so to speak, of an organization and develop it from draftees on, or trade pieces we might get back. And when they get to the big leagues, they know how to play the game the way that the organization wants to play it.
Was there any part of it, Jeff, with your talks with Bruce about maybe what he expected when he took over, and like what were those conversations like of what needs to change from, you know, I guess what we're going into year 6 of him being the owner now of the team? Like what were what were those talks like as far as, you know, kicking back and forth of what he'd like to see change? Well,
you know, there was a lot of stuff that went on as soon as they took over the team, and some contracts they had to get out from under. You know, Giancarlo Stanton at that time had signed the largest professional contract in North American sports history. So, and a couple other guys were coming up on either arbitration or free agency, and it just wasn't sustainable as far as revenue standpoint was concerned. So there's some changes that had to be made, and that's going to set you back when you get rid of quality players like that. Get rid of an MVP and a Gold Glover and Christian Yelich, but we got trade pieces back, and now you kind of have to take a few steps back to get better. And I think right now, with the new manager coming in, there's a breath of fresh air with the organization. Kim Ng is now basically free and clear in charge of the whole baseball operation side. Caroline O'Connor was named business president. So a lot of new faces and a fresh start to go from here forward.
Jeff, is it weird? Like, we were having this conversation beforehand, but it seems like baseball is still the last remaining sport that is very patient with their young talent. For whatever reason, it's the arbitration thing, the years of, control. But it always seems like these young kids come into baseball and they get every opportunity to become professionals and they're never rushed. Do you find that they're trying to rush that process up, or no, they're just, everybody is still very patient with young talent that comes into Major League Baseball?
Yeah, I think the Marlins are a little bit more patient, possibly because they've got to develop young talent, because we can't, like I said, pay those big dollars when they become free agents. If they've been stars for 6 years, they kind of price themselves out. So I think they might even be the opposite side. So they're going to get guys to the big leagues to see what they got.
Right.
Maybe a little bit more quickly than some other organizations, because they need to know. And if the guy that gets a good shot and is up there for half a year, whatever it takes, isn't doing the job, well, they can shuffle in another young guy that they've got in the pipeline, and hopefully they take hold, and that's the guy you're going to stick to. But, in baseball in general, the system of the minor leagues is unique. You really don't have that kind of development system in any other pro league. And because it takes a long time to be proficient at hitting a baseball. So back in my day, it was like in the minor leagues, a hitter needed to see about 1,500 at-bats in the minor leagues before they felt that they were prepared to come up to the big leagues. And I can't remember how many innings pitched a pitcher would have to pitch to get that kind of threshold that management was comfortable of them being in that situation. Because it can be overwhelming when you get up there, and if you're overmatched, just the pressure of win now, like in the minor leagues development, you can kind of take your time and develop. Where big leagues, it's all about W's and L's. And if you're not doing it, they're going to get somebody else that can.
Jeff, was there any talk with Bruce when you guys got together about just the idea of kind of connecting more of the past great moments with the team? Because it did feel like when Jeter was here, it's kind of almost wiped away. You were gone. A lot of the luminaries were gone from the team, and you're one of the connective threads of like 2 championships. You're the lone guy who's got both rings. And I can just tell you, as a guy who grew up as a Marlins fan, it felt like a lot of that was kind of just wiped away over when the new regime. Was there any talk about the idea of, bringing a lot of that back? I know it's, 30th anniversaries coming up and things like that, to just almost harbor on that nostalgia a little bit, because this franchise, though it's been through its ups and downs, has had a lot of great players as well.
Yeah, by the way, I love the shirt. I love the old school logo there. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about that, actually, you need to get the alumni involved. You need to get the past players. And like you said, we've had a bunch of great ones. And we're going to see a bunch of them this year. 30th anniversary is a lot to celebrate for an organization, for a team. We won 2 world championships, and a lot of organizations haven't even won one or just one. So, yes, it's been a focus on what we've been doing this offseason is trying to make connections back to the past players and in touch with the history of this team, and put it on proud display.
How surprised were you to hear that Jazz Chisholm apparently went to the manager, and there's been this void in center field, and he says, I'd like to take a crack at that. I think I could be good at that. How common is hearing something like that, and how do you think he's going to adapt to that?
It's not very common, actually. I think most organizations will go to a player and say, hey, we've got this other guy coming in that he can shine at this position. We want you to make a change. Most guys will resist that. So hats off to Jazz. I have not met him yet or really spent any time with him. But for him to go in there and volunteer that option for him to go into center field. You know, obviously he's got great speed. He's a phenomenal athlete. The outfield positions, center field is the easiest to play. You might have a little more ground to cover, but you know, you don't get the tailing balls in left and right like you do, or in center as you do in left and right. So it's commonly held that that's an easier position to play just because of the field of vision you have. So I'm excited. I talked to John Jay today, the outfield coach, and he said that Jazz looks right now like he can play in a big league game. He's been out there working early down at the Lone Depot Park, and from all indication so far from John Jay, he said he looks fantastic out there.
Talking to Jeff Conine, you got FanFest coming up for the Marlins, by the way, this Saturday over at Lone Depot Park. Jeff's going to be speaking at FAU coming up on March 8th from 7 to 8:30, talking about the the days of Major League Baseball now to what it was and all that. So some great stuff coming up there, Jeff. I wanted to question on this, Jeff. It is a trade deadline time in the NBA. As a professional athlete, you know, baseball also has a very busy trade deadline year in, year out. What is that like? Is that a stressful time when you may not know what your future holds and all that? Like, what is this like having to deal with all this stuff, fodder and rumors and all of that?
Yeah, there's a lot, especially nowadays. I was lucky. I didn't really have social media to deal with when I played. So nowadays, these guys get bombarded every single day with every single platform that they're on about trade rumors. And, you know, as you guys know, it's essential for your platform to get out there on social media. And everybody knows anything within seconds of when it's reported. So I think nowadays it's much more in their face. Back then, we heard rumors. We always heard, hey, you might get traded at the deadline. You're on the block. But at the end of the day, you know, I can't control any of that. The only thing I can control is what my performance is like in between those lines. And, you know, toward the end of my career, I got mentioned a lot of trades and actually did get traded twice. So what can you do other than do your job? And that's what you try to focus on. But it can be a distraction for a lot of people for sure.
Well, that last minute one in 03 worked out really good. It was great swooping you in to fill in for Mike Lowell, and the rest was history, man. That was an all-timer. Was that like, do you remember like as that unfolded when you got word of that, when everything was happening? Because it was such a crazy time. Mike gets hurt, they're gonna move Miggy, they bring you back, and you know, it all ended up obviously working out pretty fantastic.
Yeah, it was a crazy story. I'm in Seattle on August 31st. The deadline is now at 4 p.m., but back then it used to be midnight. So we are literally pulling the bus up to the plane, and we have to go through a TSA check before we climb the stairs to get on the plane. So I'm sitting on the bus waiting for the line to go down, and Jim Beattie, our GM, comes into the bus. And there are two other guys in the very front, and he walked past them, and he started looking at me, and I'm like, I'm the only one back there. And the GM doesn't usually come on the player's bus. So he sits across from me and says, well, there is a trade on the table that would be taking you back to Florida. But there are some negotiating to do because they wanted to take the last year of my deal in Baltimore and break it up into 2 years. So there are some negotiations that had to be had. And thank God for the old airphone. Remember the airphones in the back of the headrest in the seats? That's how I got my deal done. I immediately called my wife on my cell phone and said, listen, this is what's happening. I'm about to take off. I'll be calling you from the plane. And she had to get a hold of my agent. She had to be like the old operator, the switchboard operator, you know, when they had the little they used to plug in. So she'd be talking to my agent. Then I'd call her and she'd tell me what my agent said. And then they'd relay that to the Marlins front office. And then I'd call back and then what's going on. And it literally came down to Larry Beinfest telling me at 11:58 p.m., he goes, Jeff, I need to know right now. I got to get this deal in before midnight or we don't have a deal. And I said, yes, let's do it. And he didn't even say goodbye, just click. And by the time I got to Baltimore that night, I was a Florida Marlin.
Awesome, man. Well, it's great to have you back with the organization, Jeff.
Absolutely.
FanFest. You got a special announcement? We got a tease, like anything that's supposedly coming up on Saturday? They've been teasing this big Jeff Conine announcement that's coming up.
I know. I've been getting texts left and right about that special announcement myself. So hopefully I'll know about it before they.
Well, that's coming up Saturday at FanFest, and Jeff's going to be doing a talk at FAU coming up on March 8th. And when was the Jupiter one, Jeff? That's because that one's at the Boca campus.
Or Boca is March 7th, and I'm doing the next night up in Jupiter March 8th.
There you go. Well, we appreciate you spending some time with us, Jeff. Thanks so much.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
All right.
There you go. Jeff Conine, Mr. Marlin. He is back with the organization.
Love that
Goosies.
guy. You don't like if you live down here and you talk about the Marlins, you can't talk about the Marlins without talking about Jeff Conine.
No way.
Can't.
No way.
You can't.
Possible.
You can't.
All-star MVP.
Everybody has. Every team has that guy, right? For the Dolphins, I mean, Dan Marino, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like just certain guys that are synonymous with that team. And he's that guy. Jeff Conine will always be known as Marlin.
Appreciate him joining us. We'll take a break, get caught up on things, and wrap things up on the other side. Back after this.
She's a good girl. Loves her mom. Loves Jesus.
Little baby Jesus.
In America
All
too.
in your mane.
She's a good girl.
That was on TV the other night.
Police diapers.
6
Yeah.
pound, 8 ounce, baby Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks again to Jeff Conine for joining the show. We appreciate it. Still waiting on any moves from the Heat. Doesn't look like anybody else got traded while we were talking to Jeff, so that's cool.
They ain't gonna trade him when they have practice.
Well, practice is over now.
Oh, okay.
It's
There
over
you go.
now, dude.
There you go.
Let's get going.
So who would you, if you had to make a guess, if there's anybody that would be gone before tomorrow, it would be Kyle Lowry and a sweetener for whatever.
Yes. If I had to guess.
Okay.
If I had to guess, I don't think Duncan Robinson's going to get traded. I don't feel like people are going to buy that.
What about Strus?
Maybe.
I would say this. I'm with you, but I think that either Strus or Dunks. No need keeping them
Just
both.
so much. Yeah, I get what you're saying. The thing with Duncan is he makes $20 million. So
Two different.
that would,
two different.
that would have to be. That would have to be like
You know what?
$50 million of salary.
You know what I would do?
Hmm?
The Lakers a call. They have zero shooting.
Well, the Heat are behind them in percentage.
Right. Is that unbelievable?
What is this year?
Woo. It's just. I mean, I chalk it up.
I just looked the other. I just happened to look. I think it was yesterday or the day before, and I was like, "Wow, they're behind the Lakers, huh?" Percentage.
Crazy.
Woof.
Woof is right.
Anyway. Yeah, I know, Joe. Telling you, I'm sorry our idea didn't work out, though, man. You know, me and Joe thinking JT was going to be DC. You know, instead we got the Gidry man.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you like this: you're a fraud.
What do you mean, dude?
Because you trying to take Joe's good name and use
That's
him.
not fair.
And use him
That's
as
not
credibility.
fair. Okay.
For your crazy ass take.
That actually isn't unfair.
Look,
But it was
Joe agreed with me.
I agree with Joe. It was his idea. I liked it. I like the idea of Jason Taylor being the DC.
All right, on the way home, when I pass this house, he going pee in the cup. Because that ain't even like Joe. With no outside influence from you.
I know.
You didn't drop it. You didn't drop.
Oh, dude.
He just volunteered that.
I was listening. I was driving by Barry University. I wasn't even here yet. I was like, oh, love that. And he mentioned the handsome thing.
Okay.
But alas, we do not have Jason Taylor. We have Lance Gidry. Oh. There you go.
I'm telling you, I wonder if he's related to Ron Guidry. A lot of Guidrys in Louisiana. Very popular name.
Let's see. PJ Washington. Who's reporting that? Yahoo Sports says the Heat are interested in PJ Washington.
PJ Washington?
Yeah, from the Hornets. He's friends with Bam. They play together. Power forward. Remember he lit up the Heat last weekend? Him and Terry Rozier.
Terry Rozier. That guy.
Yep.
He's always on the end of either a dunk or him doing something to just ruin the Heat.
Would you like this? This is from Andy Reid. Apparently, he said on Tyreek Hill. Dude's a bum. Knew we could make it here without him.
-1.
You know what? You know what's funny about that is that one of the things that I will say about the Tyreek, the Mahomes, the Kansas City thing is there was no bad blood.
No, it worked out.
It was no bad blood between anybody. And people tried to make it, something. But it wasn't. It never was.
He said his real quote was, nobody's happier for Tyreek than I am. He made a lot of money. He gained a lot of yards, and he had a great year. Pro Bowl player, all-pro player. But on the other hand, I'm proud of our guys and the job that we've done. We had a lot of new faces in there, with the exception of Hardman. Most of the guys were new guys, and I thought they all stepped up. I was really proud of the way Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce brought the guys to the mix. Welcomed them in. and help teach them. Patrick Mahomes is a pretty good quarterback. That's an understatement. So we didn't lose Patrick Mahomes, and that was a good thing. He makes those guys look good in a lot of ways. They help him look good, so it's a good relationship.
And he said all that about Mecole, M-E.
Yeah,
Cole.
Mecole. Why are you
Stop
exasperated?
doing that to your kid's name.
That's true. No, he's right. You're right.
Come
Leroy.
on, man.
You are definitely right.
Like,
What is
I don't
that?
want to ever introduce myself and say, how do I pronounce this?
Yeah.
Like, come on. So, he's inactive. And they brought Edwards-Helaire back. So all that praise for a wide receiver, he's not even playing in the Super Bowl.
He really just praised and said he's the only guy who came back. That's
He's
all
not
he said.
back.
That's all he said.
But he's not back.
Well, not now.
Okay.
Not now.
Okay.
But he is happy for Tyreek Hill, but also him and Patrick Mahomes probably laughing at him behind their back.
I don't know because you know what? Of all the positions,
And do you remember when he said that?
of all the positions, would you say wide receiver is the one position in football that cares about numbers more than winning? I would say that a receiver would go to a team where they can get better numbers than more money.
Yeah, I would say that that's probably the position.
Right.
Yeah. But he was like the only reason the Dolphins came, like him and two, like he was a huge reason the Dolphins were anything close to a contender at any point this year.
Of course.
He flipped how this
People think
offense
about
was.
Tua. He flips how people think about Tua.
Absolutely. He was.
And he took some heat and people twisted what he said.
Yep.
And no, he was stiff ass on it. No, hey man, I didn't say Tua was better than Patrick Mahomes. I say he was more accurate. Two different things, which I agree with.
And he still, listen, they got the laugh this year. This is just a battle. Okay. The Dolphins can win a battle too. You know, I mean, you don't.
Oh boy.
Maybe I do have to root for the Philly, the Eagles, but I really hate Philadelphia.
Philadelphia's gonna win this game.
So annoying.
Philadelphia's gonna win this game.
Why are you
know,
so
dude. You're
sure?
so
Leroy?
Why am I?
confident in that.
Because
They've had no signature wins all year.
can I tell you why?
Easy
Defense.
Because you win football games at this moment of the season by controlling the line of scrimmage, offensively and defensively. No team does it better than Philly. No team does it better than Philly. So you can put whatever twist you want on it. You can give me the Patrick Mahomes, and I'll agree with you. Patrick Mahomes might be the best quarterback in the league. I'll give you all of that.
Should bet on it.
But what wins football games at this juncture in the year is controlling the line of scrimmage that has never changed. It's not going to change. Now, if Philly makes mistakes and leaves the game close, then you could lose to a big play. I agree. That's how Patrick Mahomes can win. But if the game plays out and Philly does what Philly does and Kansas City does what Kansas City has been doing, Philly's going to stomp them. Because Kansas City wins games, but they don't put teams away. And you can't play that style of football with a team that runs the ball, controls the line of scrimmage. Can't.
That being said, I mean, this quarterback is
Special.
He's special.
Special. He's special. But you can't just win without a quarterback. With a quarterback.
No,
we
saw that in one of the Super Bowls. He
You
was
can
running
have
for his life.
You can have moments of a game where a quarterback will get you through it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe that drive at the end or whatever. But to get to that point, it's got to be a lot of things going right.
All right, everybody, that's our show. Thanks again to Jeff Conine for stopping by. I really enjoyed talking to him. And we'll be back with more silly sauce. We'll see what the Heat have cooking up. We'll get you ready for their return to the court tomorrow and all other things as we get ready for another Super Bowl. And who knows what toys Leroy will bring tomorrow. Talk to you then. They call me Humble Tobes. It's right in the Pornhub category next to BBW.
To transition. What?
Sausage. I love sausage. Oh, no. Loretta Lynn died.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
Hope you mother have a good